Yes, every time.
Every time you press live.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to Beyond the Binder, where we talk all things hobby, bring all perspectives together, try to do our best, and the beyond. We try to stay on topic the best we can, but it's beyond the binder, so we we go wherever we must, right?
We're all over the place, I feel like.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Actually, last podcast we were on topic. It was just a scary stories podcast.
Halloween.
Yeah.
That was the most on topic podcast. Nothing to do with Pokemon, but
I need to
That was
actually
my
pull our
fault.
stream up.
all right. I'm trying to pull up Son of a Merc, but it ain't working. Trying to pull up the live.
Canceled.
Oh.
The blacklist. Okay,
There it is.
Mr. Paul, Mr.
All right.
PM himself. How's it feel?
Intro.
We did intro. We did.
Oh, you get it. Oh, okay.
You gotta
okay.
introduce. I guess we didn't introduce
He
each other.
wanted-
Like,
Yeah.
If you're new here, if you haven't seen this before, at the very top we have Mr. Eddie G from BEYSSshowcase, Mr. Paul from AMPM, IFOMO, Mr. Shugg. IFOMO's on Instagram, by the way. The rest of these guys are on YouTube. Mr. Shugg and myself, of course. Welcome in.
what up?
Okay. Mr. Paul, Mr. PM.
Yeah.
So, fairly new at content creation. How does it feel to get on an opossum video already? And I will say, to be on an opossum video and him only comment about you being critical of others being critical while being critical yourself is not too bad of a thing.
Yeah, I mean-
it could be a lot worse.
Hey, it feels kind of good and bad at the same time. I know Team Rocket Joey's been trying to get shit talked about him for he literally just trolls people, constantly trying to get people to bite. And I wasn't even trying to get people to bite. I just made a thumbnail that I thought was funny because it is funny. It's a fucking awesome thumbnail.
But I didn't realize I had to rewatch it. I didn't realize that. Like, I guess kind of your point was kind of Baze, your background is a little loud.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
loud
Eddie, you're
again.
The whole point of the video was kind of to basically asking people to not be so personal about what they pick on to others. Am I right?
Exactly. So exactly. Here, I'm just gonna spit for a minute, if that's okay with y'all.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
Okay, I fucking made a video ranting, which guess what? It's my channel. I'll double down on everything I said in that video. I'll double down on. I'll triple
Can I
down
say-
on. There's
can I
only
say
one thing.
before you begin. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
yeah, go ahead.
Maybe the thing is the same thing. It kind of beat. All right. It kind of.
Yeah, it can hurt my feelings.
Well, it got.
Go on.
You were kind of ranting about not getting personal, but then you kind of got personal with just the one word that you said.
Oh, when he said bitch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's what I was gonna say. I literally So I don't.
The first
I
time
have
I
a
watched it, I
filthy-
thought you were referring to. Alex also said the same word about her, so I thought that's what you were referring to. Then I went back and watched it, and I was like,
Oh
"Damn."
no,
But
I
you-
have a filthy
It was heat of the moment.
habit of cussing. I have a filthy mouth. My mom and daughter and grandmothers, they freaking slap me every time I say bitch. Sometimes I didn't even know that I said that until Opossum made the video and I was reading all the comment section, which just wait. I was reading all the
Can't do that.
comment
Can't read
section
the
and
comments.
one of the comments was like, "Oh, well you can't white knight and call someone a bitch," and just multiple people saying something about that. And I went and commented on my own video and pinned it at the top, and I said, "I'm sorry for calling you a bitch. That's not okay to call women bitches." Now it just slips out sometimes. Golly, I don't. That's the thing.
Well, you
I made the
apologized, you
thumbnail
owned
with-
up to it. So I mean,
Yeah,
That's-
that's the only thing
Yeah.
that I'll say sorry for in that whole video. All the other stuff, I'll double down on, triple down on, quadruple down on. In fact, I wasn't. And Opossum's
do you wanna
video.
elaborate on your thoughts of what the.
Elaborate on my thoughts. Basically, the whole video was me ranting about how my opinion, I don't like when people pick fun and make fun of other people's appearance or just them being goofy or cringy. I just don't like when people do that in real life and on YouTube. I don't like it. When I see it, it makes me feel a certain kind of way, and I just don't like it. And it's because of
when it gets
experiences
personal.
I've had in my own life. Yeah. When it's personal, and guess what? It's funny. I said all that in the video. That's why what really Opossum's video didn't bother me at all. I thought it was I was surprised actually. I was like, oh wow, this is not that bad at all. In fact, I gained a bigger level of respect for the guy after I saw that video. But the people in the comment section,
Papa
guess
Bear
what?
himself.
They didn't watch the video because most of the comments are just a bunch of dick suckers. And basically, anytime anyone has controversial things, it's like there's a bunch of dick riding people in the comment section being like, "Oh, Opossum, you got him, you got him." Like what? They obviously didn't watch the video.
Yeah. They're the same.
Well,
They're
there
probably
is
the
a lot
same
of
people,
people
honestly, that are. They're probably honestly the same people that are those people that like when Rock Sandy or some other YouTuber talks about like Leonhardt and how cringy he is, and they make say something and poke fun at him or whatever they're doing. Like
trolls.
all those people just like get on and like because they're the YouTuber they like Rock Sandy or Opossum or whoever's talking about whoever. They're just fans of that person. Whatever they're saying, they're gonna just agree with and also like pile on to it. So
With that
Yeah,
said,
I know, but
go ahead, Paul.
Go on, Mert. Go on. No, I could tell in reading the comments that I could tell the ones that watched it and the ones that didn't watch the video and even Opossum didn't really. He touched on it all, but not really because it seems like every single comment was like, "Oh, well, he's just criticizing or can't handle criticism." Or the video that I made wasn't about people being critical about anything. I don't care about people being critical. Everyone's critical of something. The video was specifically not about criticizing people. I don't give a fuck about that. It was about making fun of other people for things that they can't help, like their voice, the tone of their voice, being a goofy motherfucker, just picking fun and making fun of. And I have an example. I'll let y'all talk a little bit, and then I have an example because there's no way that who disagrees with that. That's what I want to know. Who disagrees that making fun of people is cool?
Right.
I think do y'all think making fun of people is cool?
I think on this space it's better to hash out ideas rather than make it personal. Yeah, I dislike that as well.
Yeah, a lot of the times they're not arguing what the point of the video is or what that YouTuber is trying to get across. I mean, sometimes they do, but then like a lot of times it becomes personal if they can't figure out like how to argue their point or to beat that person in an argument. Like I don't know, people are just like you said, picking on people. It's the internet. Like people have been doing it for a while, but
not to take it personal too, right? Like you're just not good at brushing off things sometimes, so it gets to, it gets to people.
True.
I agree with you.
What?
I don't like
Go
it.
ahead, Eddie.
But
I don't like it.
All right.
I think it's straight up bullshit. If you don't have any way to show in your argument that the person is wrong because you're showing an actual verifiable point, like you're giving a fact, and all you're doing is just bitching and talking shit about how they look or how they sound, you already lost the fucking argument. You're fucking pathetic and you shouldn't put it up at that point. So I agree with you with that. That's how I feel about it. If you're gonna be a bully and you're gonna be a bitch, fuck off. Don't even upload the video. Like I just don't see the point.
How do you guys feel about the fact that there are so many like say Cool Trainer Ryan makes a video and shits on someone, which has happened before, and then that whole chat, that whole community goes to that said person's videos or live streams and just fucks it up or ruins it for them. Like I feel like
that's the point. That's exactly the point I was going to make.
Creators can't really. It's not really their responsibility. They can't control these fucking crazy people, but at the same time, it's like there is somewhat of a responsibility to kind of act.
Yeah, I mean that's what according to NN, like CTR like rated his live one time like on purpose. Like he knows he doesn't like him, but he went like rated his live just because he knows his chat is gonna attack Alex.
Yeah.
Because CTR doesn't like Alex.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And so so Alex was saying he had to like ban like 100 people because the chat was just full of like, it was like during a live like rip and ship.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm trying to open packs for customers and stuff. And so, but then all these people are like just throwing like insults and flooding the chat. But like that, I don't really agree with. Like that's, I mean, it is what it is. It's not.
Yeah.
You're on YouTube. You're putting yourself out there. It's something that is a feature in YouTube. So you should be aware that that can happen. And if you're going to be a controversial person like Alex is, you have to be, ready for that. But I don't think it's necessarily like a nice thing to do or like a mature thing to do. I don't think half the things people do on the internet, especially like in this YouTube space, like I've heard of people meeting each other, like Alex meeting other content creators. And I think Opossum Bud was one of them. And it's like, they're totally fine in real life. They're not going to, call each other names or make fun of each other for the most part, at least. And it's like a lot of this, it's like I'm sure a lot of it is real, like on the internet, but then how much of it is just like for content as well. It makes me think.
Yeah, like
the way I see it is like this is an unregulated market where, in theory, you're supposed to conduct yourself with professionalism and morals to a degree. I think as you go through this process, I mean, people tend to forget what their morals are. They shift their mindset, and then I don't know. They just unload on the internet, thinking this is somehow gonna help.
Safe. They're safe. It's like yeah.
Yeah, because they have all these people that are gonna blow smoke up their ass. I mean, no one's gonna say that you're wrong, man. On the internet, yeah, you might get 90 yeses in like what, 5 no's? Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
So that's why you have to be careful, especially in Discords, because I feel like you can end up in these echo chambers. But it happens on YouTube too.
Yeah.
If you look at the comments, that's why
I want to touch on
We try
something
our best to
before.
argue with each other though. So I mean, we try to stay even keel as best we can.
I want to touch on something before we do get past it. Going back to what you guys just brought up a little bit ago, I don't think it's fair or cool to send all your viewers after somebody to go take another channel to go disrupt the live stream. Even if you don't like the individual, obviously you could just not watch them. You could just tell people, hey, don't support this person, don't watch this person. Even then, it's kind of like doing a bit much. But sending your viewers to go disrupt a stream in progress, if in fact it's verifiable, that's pretty low. I don't know with that situation where CTR sent them all to Nostalgianomics. I don't know if in fact CTR set up that stream and told everyone, hey, go fuck with this guy and just disrupt it. He might have low-key just been like, fuck it, this guy's cool with Nick, I'm cool with this guy Nick, the Poke Plumber or whatever.
Well,
let's just fucking throw
chat,
a bone to this guy. Let's give him a raid.
Maybe
CTR's chat.
It could have been something like that.
Decides who they want to raid. Like the mods in the chat decides who they want to raid.
I got raided by them. I got raided by them once, and I'm not really a part of their community.
I remember.
I don't really. Yeah. I'm not known by them.
You don't have to.
So,
but
you get me. Like
he does good things. Ryan's
and when they raided me,
when they raided me, he does good things and bad things. But
yeah, and it was good. His viewers rating me, it was the video that got the most amount of subscribers ever on my channel, the most amount of watch hours ever on my channel. I got the biggest monetary donation ever from one of his viewers. He just said, hey man, keep it going. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was a good raid. And again, I'm not somebody that was like in that part of YouTube that was always a part of the Hanger Gang, that was like a big supporter. I watched some of his shit every now and then. I didn't like all of it. I liked all the weird shit that he did with the weird videos that he was releasing at 2, 3 a.m. But like all the other like normal like rip ones, I didn't go see those. You get me?
Yeah.
And
that was nice of him.
And then
did the CTR Nostalgianomics thing happen today? Because literally those two were live like today at the same time.
Together?
I think when the whole
this
happened.
was like a day or two ago. I think I saw the video from NN. But yeah, like Eddie said, I don't know if that was true or what the intention was, but yeah, that's just what from NN's side and what he said in the video, what I heard. But
if in fact it's true, it could be verifiable. We could go to CTR stream right before that raid. You could look at the whole lead up to it, and you could see what goes down, because that's what I
yeah.
did
No reason to lie
when the
about
raid
it.
went down with me. So when the raid went down with me, there was somebody who used to mod on my channel. I will not name that individual, but they said they set up the raid and everything. I went to verify. They did not set up that raid. They were wrongfully claiming it, and I was able to show that individual after. So if in fact this raid was set up to be disruptive, it's provable. The stream's still
Hey,
up.
Jade Gonzo,
We can
what's up,
definitely
dude?
look into it, you know.
What's up, Gonzo?
But if it's not indeed provable, and he just set up a raid like every other normal stream, how he sets it up, I mean, his crowd can get kind of wild. I do see that, but like ultimately, you don't control your crowd at the end of the day. I have some viewers sometimes that have opinions that I don't agree with, but I can't really control what they say, especially if it's in a different channel once they left, you know.
Yeah, it's wild out here. It's pretty petty sometimes, but
Big time.
What was
I gotta.
AMP? You had an example, right? You were going to talk about, or no? I thought you said you had an example, but you wanted to let us talk really quick. No.
Anything else you wanted to cover? Or...
Oh yeah, I do. I have an example because I feel like Mimic Brew might make a video, and the redhead girl. It's either Kyra or Kira, and I'm sorry. Listen, I'm just a dude. Everyone on YouTube is. People make mistakes. I shouldn't have called that girl a bitch. My daughter and my mom would slap the shit out of me if they knew I did that, and I'm sorry for that. That's the only thing I'm sorry for, though. A lot of people. There was a video. So no matter what, trolls on the internet are gonna say stupid shit, but people might, whatever. I'm gonna give an example of why I think it's wrong, and I'm not white knighting by doing that or trying to be on a high horse at all. I'm a piece of fucking shit. Y'all have no idea. So I'm not trying to be a white knight or do moral grandstanding or anything like that. I fucking hate that. And a lot of those comments said that. And I'm like, you didn't watch the fucking video. Or maybe they did. And maybe I did come off like that. But in the video, I said, I'm a piece of shit. I'm just calling out people making fun of other people. And guess what? How many of you in the comments, I guarantee you there's a bunch of people, what's it called? The Virgin Gang? Opossum's fucking viewers. He calls them virgins. I guarantee you that a lot of them used to get bullied. I fucking got bullied when I was a kid. I'm not saying Opossum Bud and Mimic Brew and that redhead girl are bullies, but I'm saying they put the stuff out there and they criticize people. So I'm criticizing.
You're criticizing them criticizing.
I don't think it's okay either way. Basically, but I wasn't
the personal
I just put
aspect
them in the thumbnail. Yeah. I'm not criticizing them as people. I think they're all good people. I guarantee you they're all better people than I've been. And I'm just criticizing the fact and saying they could do better. You can do better than stabbing at someone's voice or making fun of someone or calling someone a dork or cringy. And this is the example that I had. What if fucking Leonhardt, all these people, Cool Trainer Ryan makes fucking videos and has Leonhardt doing goofy shit in his thumbnail. Let's just hypothetically say, what if Leonhardt is super depressed and he's trying every day not to kill himself? And the only thing that makes him happy or brings him joy in his life is making YouTube videos. And he's trying so hard not to take his own life. And then he sees all these people dogging on him and he ends up killing himself. What are y'all still gonna fucking defend these people that just talk smack and all this shit? Like this, it comes to a point where there's just people on the internet are just out of touch and stupid. And especially all the trolls in the comments that even if I don't know.
On the real, bro,
whatever.
What you just said is fucking spot on. Like a lot of people don't realize it. But as a creator, just look at people like Robin Williams. He brought happiness to a whole nation.
Yeah.
But he was dead inside.
Yeah.
You get me? He was far gone.
The whole Leonhardt thing
That-
is
It's
kind of played out now.
It's typically kept hidden because nobody likes to talk about that side of the hobby. So sometimes And what people that have been here long enough have tend to just complacency. That's the word. That they tend to be just okay with it. And, you know, reputation here, as much as people seem to keep doing wrong, they keep coming back and people still keep giving them freebies or second chances or whatever. And yeah, I mean, I remember that hit me hard when I was in the hobby because it completely shifted my mentality of like what is moral and what is not. And you just have to, unfortunately, you just have to brush it aside and be okay with it because that's what else can we do? Um, that's an interesting point, to be honest. And it's something that's not pretty much ever brought up because there
Yeah,
is
I
a
get
lot
it.
of
I
toxicity.
get. I'm not completely naive either.
Absolutely.
You're frozen, Paul. Or are you?
Ah,
No, you're not.
shit.
You're good. You're good. You're good. You just
I thought so too.
you just were real still for a second. Yeah, that's the dark side. Yeah, I'm sure Leonhard has.
But
I'm
what
sure he's
can you
seen
do?
that
That's
shit.
part of
I'm
the
sure he's.
internet, bro. I mean, that stems to like freaking cyberbullying and social media and the whole premise that like, you know, children shouldn't really be on the internet, which I agree with
My critique
to a
on
certain
Leonhard is I just wish he would speak in his normal voice because every interview he ever has is like a real chill guy. Like you'd want to get a beer with him. Like so, I just wish he would do that on his channel, like versus the real loud Mr. Beast voice. Like I think people would
Yep.
enjoy that more versus yelling at me, in a way. But I mean, I get it.
That's-
It's not for us. It's for he's opening packs for
kids.
kids. Yeah, gotta make it
Yeah.
excitable. I get that, but he could also he could expand if he's looking for ideas. He's a very knowledgeable person, and he's very calm every time I see him on any interview ever. So I don't know. I think he could
Yeah. You
expand
see
his
Gonza's
repertoire.
comment?
I've met him in person a couple times. Card party,
Let's
1 and 2.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know, man. Like I thought when I first met him that he was just gonna be this big dude that doesn't give a damn about anybody. He actually talks to you in person and he like wants to get to know who you are as a person. Like he's not like, hey, I'm Leonhard, I'm this big famous guy. What's up? Like you already know who I am. He's like, so who are you? What are you involved in? What's the name of your channel? He's all like, oh, cool. How long have you been doing it for? Like, how many subscribers do you have? How's it going? Are you liking it? And he'll give you pointers and shit. So I give him that. I do give him that in person experience. That's what I had.
Let's read these
Yeah, I've
comments.
seen him in certain lives. He seems like a completely normal person.
Gonza says, you are comparing fair criticism to bullying on the same level. Bud does criticize, and I'll agree with you, CTR, saying fuck Leonhard is bullying. Are you saying people can't criticize other people? He's a business owner, a content creator. He should be able to take criticism just like you should be able to take criticism. Just like Nick, myself, and everyone on that screen right now should be able to take criticism. We shouldn't have to defend other people from other people's criticism. That's where the hub hypocrisy stands with your. That's where the hypocrisy is in your video. You criticize others for criticizing, not bullying. I'm not being biased. Nick is a friend, but I don't agree with him, and I call him out when I need to call him out. And I've called him out plenty of times, but I've also called out other people. So, he was criticizing for criticizing other people. I think he. Go ahead. What was your?
What the fuck was I criticizing?
Well,
I was saying that people, like, are you guys? I don't know you, Gonzo, but what?
He's
Like,
I think he's saying because you were
explain. Murph, you're gonna
to
have to
some
explain
people
me.
it probably it looks like you're. Yeah, he said just calling them out or saying. I think he's saying arguing that your video was criticism, pretty much saying how people sometimes will make fun of somebody or pick at their personal appearance or things they can't help. That is maybe considered criticizing somebody to people, which I don't know if I agree or disagree, but with it,
so he's
with that like definition, but yeah, I don't know.
He's saying since you want to like be fair about criticism, he's like call out
And he's
No, I don't want to
Nostalgianomics
be
for what
fair.
he has.
Video
I
called
just
Nostalgianomics.
Nostalgianomics just talk shit about people too, and he's basically saying, if you're going to criticize one side, you got to criticize the other. And I get that; that's fair. But I think Paul was more trying to be. I think he was aware that he was criticizing people, but I think he was trying to get to the point where it was about the personal aspect of it, like the what people can't
definitely
change about
just the personal
themselves.
aspect. Like Nostalgianomics' voice. I don't know what Nostalgianomics has or hasn't done. Listen, I don't care about any of this fucking YouTube shit or YouTubers at all. What's this guy's name? Gonzo?
He's a good guy.
I don't know. I
He's a
would
good guy.
it would
Gonzo's
take
a
me.
good guy. He's a good
I know. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. It would take me too long to read all this and be able to understand. Like I'm a deep thinker, so I'd have to think about. It would take me 30 minutes to probably be able to answer you or your question. But basically, the video, if my video that I made is coming off as me being a critic, I mean, what? I'm criticizing people talking shit about other fucking people. I'm not talking shit about people in the video. I'm saying what they're doing is bullshit. I don't understand how that's so hard to fucking. I don't get it. Maybe I'm just out of touch, or maybe I'm not.
I don't
cut out for
remember
the YouTube thing, but
I get.
I don't remember off the
I
top of my
swear,
head
dude.
what your video like I remember like what I interpreted your video as. So I don't remember, like I'd have to go back and watch it to really argue it, but I mean we kind of already hashed this out and talking in the beginning. It seems like the argument is, ignoring what you said in the video, the argument is like people shouldn't be bullying people, shouldn't be making fun of things they can't help. And it's fair to criticize them about, or like maybe not criticize, maybe that's a bad word, but it's okay to like disagree with their viewpoints, or if they have like behavior, which was kind of what you're doing, was like disagreeing with the people's behavior of how they're bullying, like quote unquote bullying or making fun of things that people can't help, because it does happen a lot. Like the Leonhardt thing, it's like I don't know why he gets it so bad, like and it's Opossum Bud is like kind of said that he's like, I don't hate the guy, I just he's cringe. Or same with thing with Jason Page, like people pile on Jason Page, and it's like what it, like whether or not they've done something. Go ahead.
In the video, I specifically said I'm not defending Nostalgianomics. In fact, if there's videos of Nostalgianomics making fun of other people, well, fuck him too. I'm not biased. I don't care. I'm not on one side or the other. I'm on my side. I don't give a fuck. I just made a video. I had a bad day at work. I heard a bunch of shit. I hear a bunch of shit talking on YouTube, and I went and ranted about people fucking being petty and weird. And I can do that. And guess what? I can take the criticism.
I don't think
Paul
isn't mad about.
Rock Sandy's in here. What's up, Rock?
Paul isn't mad about Opossum's video about being criticized.
No, not at all. I could care less.
We went over the word that he called Kyra. He apologized for it. And I said that's good on him. He recognized it and he should apologize for it. But the point is, I don't know what the fuck this is getting into. So
I don't even.
Let me read these comments. So you don't want people to have a conversation or have others give constructive criticism. Whenever you post, you sign an unwritten agreement to take criticism because you are producing public content. I believe people have a right to have a problem with someone's content.
Yeah, that's fine. You could have a.
Well,
I mean,
let me interject. Let me interject right there. When we produce, we do open ourselves up to criticism, but we have a filter. You can literally block everything. If someone talks shit about you, you can do settings through YouTube to block those fucking messages. They'll never show up. They'll never be posted. It's called moderation. You can moderate all the comments that get posted to your video. If someone says you suck, you can moderate to where you can block that comment, and everybody that puts it down, it's blocked. You can make YouTube your safe space if you truly want to.
Covered it.
That's all I got to say about
constructive criticism equals good, bullying equals bad. That's basically what the whole thing was about. But he did
the
fuck
whole
up
video.
and called.
In fact,
go ahead.
Yeah, I fucked up and said a bad word. Fucking lynch me. I swear. I can't.
But
I
you
have
guys
to say
know,
one thing.
I mean, it does get petty at times. Everybody gets petty at times, and people do call people out for personal things, and we should just debate ideas. We get in the heat of it, shit happens, but we all recognize that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think most of us agree. You can criticize. I don't know. Somebody was saying, "Oh, you don't think we
I
should
think the point is
like constructive
nostalgianomics
criticism should be a thing?"
is like, I guess they're seeing it as you may be defending Nomics more than others, while Nomics has
No,
also
I
had
said
his
I'm not
downs
defending it. Yeah.
and his faults. So
This is the
Shit.
thing.
No,
I
no,
made
no.
the video.
I think what they mean is that
the most
you
engagement video we
didn't
got, boys.
critique nostalgianomics as fairly as you did everybody else. That's what I'm getting from
Yeah.
what Rock just said right now.
Yeah.
And what
Okay.
could be misconstrued as bullying is really a critique or criticism. And
But no, it's not. I'm not talking. I'll get into it deeply.
ultimately it's fine. That's your prerogative, and people can critique whoever they want on the internet and whatever they want on the internet. What I think he's just saying, covering all your bases. I think that's a pretty good tip, actually, because if you cover both sides of the story, it makes for a more complete video, to be honest. You know?
Well, that's the thing. I wasn't making a story or trying to defend anyone. Okay, a lot of people, I just used those three people in the thumbnail because I thought the thumbnail was funny. Because those three people, they dig at nostalgianomics, not just based on his opinion, but little things in videos like, but nostalgianomics, yeah, I get it. Like I'm not fucking stupid or out of touch. I see both sides. The only point that I was making from that whole video was I don't like, which it's my channel. I can say whatever I want. I don't like when people make fun of other people for no reason.
Dusty's in here.
For
What's up, Dusty?
The
Shit.
fucking
Go ahead.
sound of their voice or their appearance or anything like that. And those three people, that girl with red hair made a video saying she freaking
Drama's
can't
here, the
stand
boys
him.
show
I
up,
don't
that's
like
for
this
sure.
guy at all. Then the freaking Mimic Brew makes videos and makes fun of his voice, making fun of someone's voice. Guess what? I think that shit's funny too. I said that in the video. It's like these people want to cherry pick the video. Go listen to my whole video.
Well,
I said, yeah, I
probably
think it's
also
funny
don't
too.
see the whole thing, and that's what a lot of people do.
I
They
will
just
say though, Opossum didn't cherry pick.
dislike, depending on what other people say.
He did a really good job. And I
Yeah.
think you came out pretty clean because he could have made it a lot worse.
I know,
So-
and I'm not. Go ahead.
Really quick, I just wanted to say, so in my opinion, for like, I interpreted your video maybe differently than other people did, but like the key thing that you're trying to get at, or from what I took from it, is like there's some aspect of like people making fun of personal appearance things or things that people can't help. And I don't think, in my opinion, from what I've seen, that's any of the creators that I can come off the top of my head. You said that somebody made fun of his voice. I don't know if I've seen the video, but I think a lot of the times when people are criticizing like Leonhardt or criticizing NN, and maybe it's fair criticism, and then like and how they act or they're cringy, it's not so much those people, but the people in their comment section will go like Opossum Bud's viewers or subscribers or Rock Sandy subscribers, those people. And it's not like the responsibility of Opossum or Rock Sandy to like monitor how they're going to comment, but they'll go to that person's channel and comment on their video and get personal. And maybe they don't get personal, but I've seen the personal comments, and I think that's more so what I kind of resonated with and like thought, yeah, that's a good point to make, is like there are people that do it. Maybe it's not the content creators, but it's like viewers of certain content creators.
Really quick to add to your point, one tiny tidbit. I have seen Opossum Bud tell his viewers, don't go shit on this person, don't go and bug this person, don't go spam them on their page, when he has mentioned certain people before. So I just give him that. I've seen him do that before.
But
so I've seen him try to rein his viewers in under control in a sense, you know?
Yeah, I've seen CTR do that.
But if we're being fair, like everybody wants to be, what about CTR and all the shit he pulls? Guys.
And same thing. But I just, since there's people in the chat saying stuff, I got to say one thing. I might have already said this, but I got to repeat it. All four of those people that I put in the thumbnail, I did it because I thought the thumbnail would be funny, because that's how it is in my mind. Because Alex is always complaining about all the people that talk shit about him. And those 3 people, I thought in my head, when I thought of people that poke at him, I thought of those 3 people because you do poke at him. Those 3 people poke at him. And it's, guess what? It's funny. I laugh at it. People laugh at it. That's not why I made the video. I wasn't trying to be on a moral high horse. I'm not like that. I made the video because okay, so say Opossum Bud, that girl, and Mimic Brew. I like 99.9% of everything they do and everything they make. There's one aspect that I don't like, and that's when they make fun of things, not criticizing. I'm not talking about criticizing Alex's takes. I'm not talking about criticizing Leonhardt and what he did or did a trade-up challenge wrong or anything like that. I'm talking about specifically when people make fun of something that people can't help. Like, I just don't think it's warranted. And guess what? It's not.
Well, I think that's...
And you can disagree with me.
Well, I think that's something we can all agree on, right? Like, that's
yeah, well,
that's our common
then
place.
what is the...
That's our
Then what are we even talking about here? Like, that's what I just don't. It was just YouTube
I think
weird.
they were more getting to be fair to both
Well,
sides.
too.
If you want to start ranting and criticizing, then you should point out.
Well,
both
guess
No,
what?
I don't know.
I'm
If,
not
I don't know if we were like
think
explaining
it's
ourselves well enough in the beginning, but I don't think we disagree with what they're saying. Maybe the people in the comments, like you can't talk like the people in the comments you were talking about earlier. There's no getting through to those people. Those people are gonna like they already got it in their head. You're not gonna change their mind. But I think like Gonzo, Roxanne, and I think we all pretty much agree like on the main point. I think it was just maybe we weren't explaining it well enough in the beginning. Gonzo said, Alex
like I'm
also
saying,
does
I'm new to all this.
Hype too.
I'm not used to all this YouTube stuff, so I'm trying to feel what I want to do. And guess what?
I think they
I
have.
don't want to make any fucking drama videos. I found that out. I learned a big fucking lesson. Don't put people in your thumbnail. Holy shit, man! I thought the thumbnail was funny as fuck.
You can have your opinion, but just gotta be aware of others as well, I guess.
Get ready.
Yeah, I know.
That's it.
Opinion too. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I made it personal, but I guess I did. I just said I didn't call those guys bitches. I said that I think that when you talk about other people, it makes you look like a bitch. But I'm not. That's the thing. But people are saying like, oh, well, you're talking about someone. But no, I'm talking about what they're doing, not them.
Yeah. No,
It's different. It's like
exactly
apples and oranges, man.
Let's
You
see.
should see the
That's
comment
the most
section
chat we've
for
ever had.
live.
Yeah. This is the most popular. Drama does sell.
Dude,
Okay.
I am gonna say something, Paul. I am gonna say something.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That last part
Please
that
do.
you brought up where you said you weren't calling them bitches or nothing. You know you're my friend, Paul.
Yeah.
But honestly, I did
Yeah.
take that part where you said basically what they're doing around your parts, that was like
Hey,
woman
Opossum's in
stuff.
here.
Like it was bitch
Bud,
shit.
what up?
That's the way I took it.
What's
You
up,
get
dude?
me? Because you did say
Yeah.
that was like
Yeah, I
woman
mean, that's
stuff
what I
where
said.
you gossip. Like you get me? If you're talking about a male and you say what he's doing is womanly quality, it is kind of shit talking that person in that aspect. You got to give me that, bro. You get me? You don't talk
That's what
to
I
Yeah,
told
them
you.
and
about
go,
yeah.
Bud.
yo, you're a bitch.
He
You're
made
acting
it
like
out
a
clean
girl.
in Bud's video.
I'm just saying
to be
straight
annoying.
up. You know what I mean? But I get why you said
Yeah.
it. I understood your reasoning behind it. And I'm not going to say you can't do that because, yes, it's your channel. I had a rant
Yeah.
on my channel. Shugg was right there with me during that whole fucking rant, bro. I've never had a rant like that on my damn channel. You remember that little
Yeah,
live
but it
stream we
wasn't.
had,
So,
Shugg?
it wasn't. You weren't.
But
calling
I
people
went,
out.
I
You were
went
just-
hard. I went hard on
You went
shit
hard,
that I've
babe.
kept
You did
bottled
good.
in that I've kept to myself, and I
Went
don't
so hard.
regret it. I stand by it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But like AMPM, I get why you did it. But honestly, bro, like you do got to see it where like 2 of the 3 people were dudes, and you were like, "That's bitch shit. That's woman shit." I do see that as like, all right, maybe I'd be a little ticked off if I was the dude that someone said that about. I get why you say it, but that's the only thing that I'm
I
like,
mean,
all right, I did take that.
I get
Kind
it.
of like calling them
I
a
get
bitch.
it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Bud says,
I still stand behind it. I just do.
Bud says, by the way,
Yeah,
he also
I'm
talked
not.
about
I'm
the
not
things.
saying don't stand behind it,
Babe.
but I'm just saying, like, as a friend, like I am saying that's the one thing that they might bring up that I'm like, all right, maybe they have a little bit to stand on that one point, but
Oh,
that's
yeah, I
it.
mean,
You know,
are you kidding me?
you get
I'm
what I mean? Like,
pissed off.
yeah,
Well, he recognized him.
Yeah,
he
I'd be pissed
apologized.
off, too.
So I mean, you did that. Most people
Yeah.
won't fucking do that. So good on you.
Hey, let me just listen. If the video I made
We're getting to the chat eventually, guys.
If it hurt anyone's feelings, if the video I made hurt anyone's feelings, I am sorry. I wasn't trying to hurt anyone's feelings, but try to do better when it comes to making fun of people. That's it. That's the whole.
Well,
that's the whole
read
reason
what
I
they
made the
say.
video, because that's it.
Son of America's destined rival is gonna be. Let me read what Bud said first. He said, "By the way, also talk about the things people do and not them. Glad we have that in common. Either way, love you guys. I will fight for y'all's right to voice opinions and whatever you think. Likewise, Bud. Papa Bear."
Yeah.
Respect.
Son of America's destined rival is gonna be overhyped. Oh man, we need to see more, right? We need to see what the big chase card is. I really hope the fucking Mewtwo's derpy, so everybody can just. I know Paul, you're against it. I know Shugg's against it. I know most people are against it. FOMO's against it. But I'm just saying.
About what?
Looks of it,
The derpy Mewtwo?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Just to
no.
like settle everybody down
man.
a little bit. You can have the nice Moltres, but let's settle down on the.
I have a
Mewtwo,
question.
even
I
though
have a
it's your
question. This is
favorite
totally
Pokemon.
off topic.
Go ahead.
It's totally off topic, but since Opossum's in the chat, I've noticed when he comments and he does the thumbs up, he always does like a dark skin thumbs up. And he's a pretty white dude. And so I'm like, I've always wondered why he's doing the dark skin thumbs up.
He's Hispanic. Should.
Is he?
Yeah, same as you.
Oh shit! I didn't even know. I mean, I am too, and I guess I look just white, right?
Oh, I hope it's an armor Mewtwo too.
I would have not guessed half Mexican shit.
All right, next topic. I'm sorry. Guess what? Guess what I'm not doing. I learned my lesson. I'm not putting no one in my fucking thumbnails ever again. Because guess what? If I wouldn't have put those in the thumbnail, guess what? My video would have got about 2 views.
I don't know.
3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 views.
The guys here might have watched it. You never know. Never know.
No, that's funny.
I wouldn't hate.
Well, guess what? We could wrap this up, but I bet Mimic Brew's gonna have a video out in a couple hours addressing it, and then it'll just open it all up again.
Care. It's fine. Y'all can say whatever you want about me, but guess what? I don't make fun of people.
You're good, dude.
I'm never gonna make fun of people. Say what you want about me, but I'm not making fun of people.
I think we're arguing the same point, just differently right now. Like I think for the most part, we all agree.
We know what he's gonna use against you if he does, and you apologized. Okay.
Oh, he called a girl bitch. Yeah, I know. I've done way worse than that. So good luck with that.
But you weren't even. You said you weren't doing it like out of maliciousness. That's the way you talk sometimes. You talked, and then you said you didn't even realize till you like went back and watched it, or somebody said something. Yeah.
Nope. But I didn't even know I said it. Man,
that's all.
I didn't think anyone would watch that.
Rock, are you not? You're not even 18 yet, Rock. Are you?
I think he just turned 18. It's party time.
Oh, did he? Happy birthday. Well then let's kiss. No.
18 to get in, 21 to party.
Bro.
Let's kiss. Yeah, it's legal. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hold feet. Is that just
awesome? So make whatever you want.
Bro, yeah.
All right. Are we done with that for now?
You guys want to move on to the this or that?
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Or you got anything you want to talk about? Oh, are we
18,
pissed
baby?
Off? Are we pissed off that China gets all the exclusive stuff, and we don't get it?
Talk about the gym box.
I'm not really.
I mean, say that the evolutions are kind of mid. They're kind of mid. They're just laying in the grass, chilling. I think we got better stuff. Not mid. I wouldn't say. I mean, they're nice, but they're not the most especial. You know what I mean? They're just there, chilling.
It seems like every month though, or every release, there's some exclusive card, and like you were saying, in the Chinese Pokemon cards has something exclusive every time. There's like something coming out, but that's like old Japanese product the way it used to be, and now we get it every so often. But
the US needs to do something a little special.
You guys know why they're getting all these
Paul, you're good.
cards, though?
You're good.
Like,
I need a fucking Xanax, man. Holy shit!
Don't go back. Don't go back.
Yo, for the simplified Chinese cards, I thought they're not allowed to use any of or some of the artwork by Niantic, and that's why they had to redraw some of the cards, and they're getting those exclusive cards. It's just a licensing issue with the artwork.
So are they doing
because of China?
So are they basically the same moveset, same rotation number, but different art?
From what I'm understanding, yeah, it's pretty much supposed to be like the same card, because when they printed one of the sets, there was a few cards from the main set itself that they couldn't use, and they had to do different illustration for those cards, but they kept everything else the same. So after that, we're getting these exclusive boxes with exclusive illustrations because they're using Pokemon that they cannot use illustrations which are already out for.
Where'd you read that at? Where'd you hear that?
Oh, that's a beautiful.
There's been videos and stuff on it.
We gotta
I
send
think
those.
Watsy Radio spoke about it.
Blasty Radio?
Watsy
Watsy
or
Radio.
whatever.
What?
Yeah, that guy, the PTCG Radio or some shit.
Yeah. Watsy.
Yeah.
Here you go,
Said
FOMO.
Watsy.
There's your Mewtwo.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, that's so cool.
Ooh. Is it focusing even?
Put
What?
you.
Do you have those verses? What do you have for topics?
The
Yeah, let's this or that.
Versus.
So cool.
let me pull it up.
Let's do some this or that. I didn't bring one though. Yeah, I know we were supposed to make one.
Oh, you're good. I don't want to show the rest of the pictures though. Like I don't want to give it away. How do I?
What's up?
I gotta pull them up individually, I guess.
Yeah. One sec. I'll be right back.
Okay. What's up, kids?
And then really quick, did they release that exclusive Mew promo that was supposed to be numbered? 1,510 copies or something.
All the way over there.
Not yet, I guess, because I'm sure we'd hear about it already.
Did y'all see that new Chinese Arcanine box? And then there's another Chinese box that's coming out that's like the Gym Series 2, and it has some of the evolution altar.
All right, you
Those
guys
are
ready
Yeah,
for
that's
this?
why we were
I
talking
can't
about
read
that.
chat while this is on, guys, so I'm sorry, but you guys are gonna have to pick up the slack. Shugg, counting on you.
Bet.
3
Or
chat.
FOMO,
Shit.
you too. I just can't see it when I got this pulled up, like it, because I have to
What
click
happened?
off of OBS. Nothing happened.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought you
wanna
were
get
leaving.
those-
I
I
just
wanna
came
get
back
those
on and
new-
said something that's up to me now. And I was like, what?
No, just read chat if the. Just keep up with it.
I want to get those new Chinese boxes though, the simplified Chinese
Alright, guys.
gem mint boxes. Those look nice.
Yeah, they do.
The evolution one's gonna be fire, bro.
Wait, the Gym
Bro.
2 boxes or Gym 2 boxes, right?
Yeah, I don't know how it's called. I
Yeah.
thought it was gem mint, but I might be wrong. Yeah.
They're just gym boxes.
Is this another team? What team
Yeah.
would you take?
Who are you picking versus? Chat, what are y'all taking?
Last one was really hard. I feel like
Top
this
or
one's
bottom?
easy. This one's
Easy.
easy for me.
Oh.
Yeah, bottom. 100%.
Oh man.
Over Blaziken, Espeon.
You got Umbreon as the tank. Umbreon is the tank, and then you got Talonflame as your quick attacker. And then
I'll take the
know.
bottom over the top.
So Empoleon's
Bottom
not your
over the
tank?
top.
Axerit
Umbreon's your tank?
and Polit. Umbreon's a tank in the video game.
Yeah, but what about? Okay, I mean, I'm just hearing.
I don't know. Is Empoleon? I don't.
I like.
I didn't use
I'm picking
Empoleon
the
too
top.
much.
I'm not even
I'm picking
on
the top,
on
even
the
though
web, on the. My bad, guys.
I think I'm gonna pick the top.
I'm not even on the stream.
Where's my megas?
You're not on the
You don't
stream.
get to see my beautiful face.
Here, delayed. I'm gonna take the top because my starter was always Torchic.
Mine too.
Hmm.
Double kick got me through the whole freaking game.
Bro, did y'all? I want to ask y'all something. When y'all were little, when y'all were kids, did you play this? I played like this. I would only level up my Charizard or my Typhlosion or my Blaziken would be like so many
Everything
more
else is
levels
low.
higher than all the others.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
It
good
always
thing.
Dusty-
prioritize my starter.
Dusty,
Yep,
hey,
that's
son
what I
of
used to do.
Merc. Dusty was asking, is this competitive or is it for just like what you like in general?
Just whatever you like in general.
Okay. I think
mean,
for
it could-
both
or
competitive
it's
and what
gonna
I
be
like, I
versus
would go with the
teams, yeah.
bottom.
Competitive, I'd say. Well, you want a well-rounded out team, you know.
I mean,
And I
they're
see.
okay. Don't Excadrill,
Actually,
don't
it's
sleep on
pretty
him.
well-
Hydreigon, don't sleep on it. Roselia or
Yeah.
Roserade, don't sleep on it. Espeon, I don't know, but
Yeah.
Haxorus, that's my guy.
Espeon's better than Umbreon.
Glade's he's no Gardevoir, but he's still a beast. Talonflame.
The
still chill.
I think this one's easier for me. Last week's, the one you did, was like that was like perfectly matched, and I had a hard time picking that one.
Oh, jeez.
Noted.
No, I changed my mind. I picked the bottom
Is it just
because
the
it would-
Umbreon? Are you just attracted to the Umbreon because it's there?
No, I don't even like
I like
Umbreon that
I
much.
like the Galley.
Like as a
I like
card.
the Haxorus. I like the Umbreon. I like the Talonflame.
I just use Umbreon in the game, like the video game,
Mm-hmm.
as a tank.
Nice.
He's tanky
I
in the
like
game.
Espeon too. Sorry.
Espeon, it's like I think it's like a special attacker in the game, but yeah.
So I would go with the bottom one because already I can see Empoleon would beat Blaziken, Talonflame would beat Roserade, and Haxorus would beat Hydreigon because Dragon on Dragon. Then Dark beats Psychic, and then you're left with Psychic against the ground rock.
It's figuring it all out instantly.
Like,
Shugg would
because I
go
played
bottom.
all the
because he's
games.
the bottom.
It's power
Oh,
bottom,
it's
damn it.
just, you kind of have. Yeah, it's just the bottom seems like my team. That's more like the balance I would have on my
Haxorus
team.
is that guy. I'm tempted to pick anything with Haxorus on it, but
That's what
I
Gonzo was
like
getting
Night
at.
Dragon, and I like Espeon, and I like Blaziken. But geez, for this one, I'd have to go for the bottom, unfortunately. I like Talonflame.
God, Talonflame's
probably
dope too. I
my
think he's
favorite.
like one of the best bird
He's really
Pokemon.
good in Unite. I mean, it's decent. It's not
Oh.
the best. Of course, Several Edge is the best. But
I think he was like on a lot of competitive teams too for like the video game. Like for a
Yeah,
while,
and
he was.
Talonflame was in this most recent game, Scarlet Violet or Sword and Shield. I can't remember if it was in that one. You could get it at like level 30 when all your Pokemon were like level 18.
all right, guys, you ready?
So
for
it was
this?
like really convenient to get that one.
Dusty brought up a good point.
What do you say?
He said, "Bro, Blaziken has speed on Empoleon. He gets a close combat and it's over." And then I forgot they were dual type. They're Blaziken's firefighting and then Empoleon's still water, I
I
guess.
give away my
So-
pictures already.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does close combat tend to go first though?
There we go.
I mean,
Or is that
but
why
he has
the speed makes
Blaziken's
up for
just
it?
faster. He's just got speed on Empoleon
Cat
if they're
dog
matched up.
easily over Angry Beavers for me.
Yeah, that is a good point.
What are we
Because you were
thinking,
saying
guys?
Empoleon's got over Blaziken.
Cat dog.
What's up? Oh, we're on a stream again? Let me see. Cat Dog versus Angry Beavers. Cat Dog.
Really?
Easy.
I don't know,
Yeah.
Angry Beavers is a sleeper. That was a good one. I spent a lot
I
of
like
time
the
on Angry Beavers.
Cat dog, cat dog, cat dog.
Bro,
That was
I
fantastic.
used to see both of these in Spanish.
Oh, it's
I
perfect.
fucking
Cat
love
dog sounds
You watched them
good.
in Spanish?
Bro, it was. Oh my god, my childhood was rough.
Where's Cow and
Imagine
Chickney,
the
man?
voices.
I still have PTSD hearing those
I'm gonna
voices in
YouTube-
Spanish that didn't match the like freaking movement of the mouths and stuff. It was just god awful.
I need to
Then I heard
YouTube
it in
Spanish
English,
Cat
and
Dog.
it wasn't much better.
Gonzo's picking
SpongeBob
Beavers.
in English sucks. SpongeBob in Spanish is tolerable.
SpongeBob in any language is not
Yeah, it's
good. It's okay. I listened to it in Japanese. They had it on in Japanese the other day, and I was like, no, turn this off immediately. It was actually terrible. Like I was like, there's
they
no
still
way.
do the laugh. What's the laugh like?
Oh,
It's the
wow.
same.
The same.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. I guess that one
But
wasn't that
Fuck,
much fun.
it's
Guys. I'm
gold.
sorry.
You guys take that back.
I thought that was a good one.
No, sorry. I'm just being. I don't know. They were easy picks for me.
I like the cat dog one. I like that little
Challenging.
weird mouse. Wasn't there like a weird mouse guy that came out of the wall and was smoked cigarettes or some shit like that?
I think so.
In cat
Yeah.
dog. In cat dog.
Probably.
You had
Back-
a
back
bootleg
when
version.
cartoons used
What
to
are
be
we
good
thinking,
still.
guys?
Something.
Do we
Yeah.
know what we're looking at?
Red.
This is Gary versus
Red.
Ash.
Blue all day, dude. Blue and red. Red and
Blue
blue.
versus red.
Let's
Blue.
see who has a better
Um,
team.
What do we like? Who we like better? I mean,
Red versus blue.
that's not Ash, but I always I always liked him because I thought he was Ash, and I always thought Gary was a douchebag, and I always thought that these were the same people.
I always thought blue was Gary. I mean,
Yeah,
in a way, sure.
they basically are.
So you're not going Gary?
Is it?
No, man.
Gary's got the Umbreon.
Gary.
He has a Blastoise.
He's got the
Yeah, I'd go
Blastoise,
red.
Got the Umbreon. Red? I'm going blue, guys. So,
Yeah.
Nice.
Does it seem like Gary was always ahead of Ash in the anime? Like in
Red is
terms of
beating the bricks
Pokemon
off
and
of him.
leveling up and all that?
Oh yeah, he was always ahead. because he had his granddaddy's money.
Cheerleaders.
I feel like I'm showing my age here.
Yeah, the cheerleaders.
Straight up. Every time.
What do we got on this one?
Oh, this is a hard
It's
one.
hard hitting.
Yeah.
That's a hard one for me.
The
Jimmy
movie,
Neutron, bro.
The
Jimmy
movie
Neutron.
was wild when it came out.
Oh man.
I guess I have to say Jimmy Neutron, but I do remember
Mandark?
watching a lot of
Never forget Mandark.
I don't know, man. Dexter's mom's fucking thighs and pointy tits. But fucking.
Freaking
But
AMPM. We're gonna.
Wait, no, I remember that. I haven't thought of Dexter's lab. But
They drew
the
them
first
very,
thing I thought when I saw it was
very,
mom.
very curvy.
It's
back
like the Pixar moms. They still do the Pixar moms.
Have you guys
Yeah.
seen? I was walking down the Barbie aisle with my daughter. Have you guys seen the fucking new Barbies with the? They're thick. They're built thick.
Thick
Nah.
Barbie?
Like what? Like
I have not
Oh
seen it.
man,
they got that ass.
gonna get canceled again. I can't talk about
Scots are
this.
talking about.
Jeez.
What's he? I can't even read.
Thick Barbies.
Oh,
It's crazy.
No, because he.
I don't know, but he said something about you like it, Kate. I don't know what he's talking about.
Really ventured to
Bro.
that side of
So
the
Jimmy
story.
Neutron. Everybody.
I would
Yeah,
put
I
Jimmy
like Jimmy
Neutron.
better.
Yeah, Jimmy Neutron.
I just watched
over
it
Dexter
more.
Laboratory.
The movie.
I like Carl.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Carl.
Carl made Jimmy Neutron, dude.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking that.
Respect.
Remember when he was rubbing on his belly? He's like, nah, 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 nah.
Let's go through.
In the movie or something like that.
Okay, here we go. Wait, what happened? Where'd it go?
I guess chat says Dexter. Well, Dustymon said Jimmy, but Gonzo and Katie's are Dexter.
Got a blast.
Yeah, Dexter is better. I would say probably age better too.
Yeah, I would say as an adult, I could probably watch Dexter over Jimmy.
Yeah.
There it is.
Got more?
Yeah, we got more. It keeps pulling up the wrong one now. There we go. Okay. You guys can talk while I'm doing this stuff. We don't have to be quiet. We're on a podcast. We're supposed
Oh
to be
man.
entertaining.
Oh shit. Kingdom
We're not
Hearts.
professional
Kingdom Hearts.
podcasters, though.
Kingdom
Kingdom
Hearts.
Hearts.
Here we go.
I haven't played
That
Final
easy?
Fantasy.
We're
Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts.
It's that easy, guys?
I didn't play Final Fantasy.
You can play Final Fantasy online.
I'm not even on.
I know what I like, boys.
Very nice.
I played neither.
Are you gonna make me get it?
Oh, they should make a Kingdom Hearts TCG and make that part of Lorcana. That would be amazing. If they could do that, I don't think they have the.
Cheap version.
Oh yeah, got it. Oh yeah,
Here we go.
I like Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah. Actually, what I want to do is get the complete edition for the Switch. I think it's like $70. I'm like,
Oh shit, I didn't even know they had that.
yeah, it's completely
So
digital.
we're going Kingdom Hearts.
They have it on the Nintendo store.
What's chat saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Kingdom Hearts.
Dusty
Baby.
gets it, yeah, it's hard not to do without Kingdom Hearts. Like, it was big. That's what she said.
Big time.
I got
It's
stuck
Disney.
in that game.
Disney.
Let's go. Next characters. Okay. This will be interesting. Why does it keep pulling up the wrong fucking thing? There we go.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts.
There we go.
Goku.
We talking
Goku.
pre-crisis?
Dang, this was
Pre-crisis
hard, bro.
Superman.
This was hard.
Pre-crisis
Dang.
Superman
Nope,
is a
Goku.
fucking god.
Oh,
Spirit
Goku,
Bomb.
easy.
Invincible. Superman.
Goku.
Spirit Bomb.
Don't doubt Superman.
They're both so
it's-
Come
similar.
on, guys.
They're
Put your,
both so
put your
similar.
anime weeb voices down. Just think about it.
I can't.
Goku's
I
a
can't.
gangster, though.
He
Goku,
is,
man.
but
Goku.
we doubt
If
the
you had
Man of
OG
Steel
Goku, then I'd be
Yeah,
like,
give me
Goku.
Goku.
that can throw Goku into
because
the sun.
You have
can go
UI
Super Saiyan
Goku.
God
I'm like,
form.
"Eh."
Super Saiyan
By the
God
way,
form. He can
Goku
go in
was
space
badass.
and stuff.
Superman could run him through the sun and be fine out the other side. And Goku's disintegrated.
Yeah, but then Goku would just be like, all right, I gotta train harder and go in the fucking
Gotta train
hyperbolic
him.
time
He
chamber for
doesn't
a
get to
couple days.
train. He's got to be ready.
That's true. That's true.
I'm taking
He's not-
Superman.
Train
I'm
harder,
taking
come back.
Superman.
Yeah.
If Frieza can do it, Superman can do it.
Hey, there we
Well,
go. Good point. Very good
I
point.
don't know.
But is it Black Frieza that can do it?
Yeah.
Black Frieza.
So it's got to be pre-crisis Superman. Yeah,
Pre-crisis.
like the pre-crisis is like
Think
old
about this.
Superman comics
Right.
before Clark Kent.
Superman
He was
is
just
so
always
good.
Superman, and he was.
Put some respect
Superman's
on
so
They
good.
Supes.
wrote him.
He
They
could go
wrote him like a
time.
god, basically.
But dude, Superman, you just get a little rock of kryptonite. He's down for the count, bro. Goku
Where's
probably
the-
has kryptonite in his pockets, ready to
Yeah,
go
he
for that
lost his
fight.
Superman
for
can
a
just
reason.
catch him.
Oh, yeah.
He can catch him. He can take him through. He can time travel as fast as.
Now with kryptonite,
Goku learned from Superman's mistake and removed his tail.
Yeah, I
Right?
should have never had a tail.
Yeah.
Hot take.
Well, you technically removed it for
We should
him.
have skipped that whole turn into a monkey.
That whole segment.
Yeah, let's just skip that.
I just
Well,
kidding.
dude, back in those days,
well, what about
they
Dragon
needed
Ball
something
GT?
intense.
Super
That was
Saiyan
pretty
4.
intense.
That's hot.
Super
take,
Saiyan
right?
4 from Dragon Ball GT was pretty
Should
sick.
have never been a.
That
And
was
they needed a tail for that, right?
Did you guys ever look up Super Saiyan 10 on the internet? Listen to
Yeah,
we
with the
did.
hair everywhere.
Yeah,
Wasn't it white hair?
I don't know. It was just
Black
it was
eyes or
always random
something? Or
pictures.
red eyes?
Found it.
Weird guy.
Yeah.
Okay,
And it was like Dragon Ball AF, right?
I don't know, FOMO.
I think that was like the fan made, like, they go to like Super Saiyan 10 or something.
Damn, you
I
you
never
got in
watched
deep,
it.
didn't you? You remember the
Well, I went
website?
down the rabbit hole of reading the articles and stuff, and
Oh,
I knew it existed, but because it wasn't canon, I was like, I'm not very interested. And then that made me realize that GT wasn't canon, and then that
Oh
made me
man.
GT, but then now they made everything canon, so we're back to everything's normal in the world. I
Well,
guess.
everything's canon because there's different time splits,
man.
right?
This
Dragon
is a
Ball
tough
Super brought up the fact that every time there's a time split, like they're able to tell, right? The Grand Kais and stuff.
You give
Yeah,
Buzz-
Give
well,
Goku a
there's-
buzz
there's
cut. He's
different
gone,
universes
bro.
for sure.
no power.
Oh wow, I watched them both equal.
That's
I'm going
funny.
Ed and Eddie.
Ed
This
and Eddie
is a
for
hard
sure.
one. This is I don't know, man.
I don't even know what the one on the left is.
Courage the Cowardly
Bro,
Dog?
Courage the
What?
Cowardly Dog. That one.
Oh,
hands
okay,
down.
but I've never watched.
That
I've never
was
watched
Courage,
it.
bro. Because it was
That
a
was
scary
our-
cartoon.
These two were like the top tier for me. For
This was
Yeah, I like that.
basically your
Ed.
gateway drug to horror movies.
Ed and Eddie's got.
Yep.
Yeah.
For
Basically,
Courage. Yep. Ed, Ed, and
Remember the
Eddie's
episode with-
older bro movies.
Listen to these.
Remember the episode with
weebs.
like the duck guy,
Music.
the duck man that came to their
Yeah.
house or something
Yeah,
like that?
and the fucking
that-
crazy orange hair dude. Like that.
there was a lot of creepy stuff in there.
That was a weird.
Actually,
cartoon.
if you watch it now, it's still pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty solid, bro. It's worth the rewatch as an
I
adult.
guess it's on Hulu. No, it's on Max.
I
huh?
think,
they got Cartoon
yeah,
Network.
yeah, Cartoon Network.
Who
Adult
doesn't know
Swim.
courage? I know Dusty.
Eddie's cracking me up, dude. Eddie's
I'm
in a party.
dusted.
No, Courage. What are you doing, Shugg?
He's at the club. You can hear the club music in the
That was,
background.
that was a decent one. Okay.
Can you hear
Alright,
the music in the
There you
background?
go.
Here we go.
Yeah, we could hear the music.
Eddie's rolling a blunt.
Where are you at, Eddie? Are you at a?
Yeah, why'd the camera go off too?
Here we go.
I am
Kirby.
at a different location, guys.
Oh,
Kirby
I like
or
Kirby.
Ditto?
Kirby.
Same, but
Kirby.
different.
Nah, ditto, bro. Ditto.
yeah, same
What-
but different,
what would happen?
right?
What would happen if Kirby sucked up a Ditto? Would he?
What happened if he sucked off a Ditto?
Oh,
Dude,
well,
okay, I'm gonna go with Kirby because Kirby can suck up anything. Ditto can only change into Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
that's
can
true.
he change
Kirby
into
can
anything
become a
else?
rock.
Kirby
else
would
would it be?
inherit the Ditto
He's
power
in
then.
Pokemon. What else would he change it?
I'm just thinking in the anime. I think in the anime he changed into something that wasn't a Pokemon, but I could be
Oh yeah,
I could
didn't
be tripping.
didn't
Into
Ditto
humans.
become something else?
I'm not
he
sure.
turned into Duplica,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He turned into the girl. Yeah.
It was a person in the movie. And
Or maybe, I don't know.
Pikachu.
Shugg
That's like the
Nastee.
Asking
Pikachu
the real
movie.
questions.
I'm asking the real questions because I don't know. I don't know the answer.
Kirby.
What if he
Kirby.
sucked him off?
I like
Well-
I'm
Kirby.
going.
I don't know. I don't want to see that Kirby form. He'd be really white.
Do you think
I don't know, man. This is
if
a
maybe
hard
if Kirby sucked up the Ditto, maybe would that beat Superman?
Ditto could become Kirby.
Could
no?
that beat Superman?
one. Kirby sucked up Ditto and Ditto.
Ditto can
Yeah, what if?
transform.
Yeah, I think IFOMO has it. He said Ditto could become Kirby, suck Kirby up. I don't know, man.
Oh,
This is
So what if
crazy.
Kirby,
Inception.
What
No,
if Kirby
check
sucked
this
up
out.
Superman and Ditto sucked up
Wait.
Goku? Or transformed to Goku?
How many times?
What?
I don't know.
Well, that's the thing.
Then
Is Ditto
Superman
strong
Kirby,
enough to
right?
get the powers, though?
So ultimately,
How
it's
many
Kirby.
times can we say suck on YouTube? Do we have a certain amount we're allowed?
That's true. That's true. No, check this out. Kirby sucks up Ditto. It takes Ditto's power,
Kirby
and now
sucks up
Kirby can
Goku.
become into any Pokemon without having to suck up the other Pokemon. Because its power is it can transform without having to ingest the other forms.
That's a good point.
Does anybody actually use Ditto in the game though? Like I feel like everybody uses Kirby in Super Smash Brothers, but nobody ever uses
Oh,
Ditto
yeah.
in Pokemon, right?
Where do you
Maybe
farm
there's a
Ditto?
buff to it.
Is
but
Ditto weak?
I see
I
if
would
you
use it.
use Ditto, you lose a turn, basically.
Yeah, like
My
nobody
brother-in-law
ever I
only
feel like
uses
it.
Kirby. I fucking hate playing my
Oh.
brother-in-law in Smash Brothers because he only uses Kirby and does that fucking rock
The
thing where he
ball
just
thing.
flies. Rock thing,
Down B?
flies, rock
Yep.
thing.
Down B.
It
Yeah.
fucks me up.
That sucks.
Chill's favorite.
Someone asked ChatGPT.
If you do down B in the wrong time, you just go off the stage, though. It's pretty funny.
Baze is jamming.
Yeah, Baze is rocking out.
Okay, moving on to the next one. If I can find it. Bear with me. What did we already do?
I got it this versus that.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
y'all,
can
for
I-
getting fucking kind of heated and kind of, you know,
We worked
Well,
it
now
out.
I
just-
do this.
I'm not
worked it
I'm not used to this kind of shit, you know?
Are you good?
You're good, dude.
All right.
Welcome to
Oh,
YouTube.
I
Had a
like
lot
that
of
shit.
excitement for one
Oh, wait,
day.
you're sharing?
I like
And then the man himself came.
How do I get
Awesome.
off of this?
Yep.
Nah, the point is you do you, bro. By all means.
Oh,
we
fucking
got some
Gandalf,
shit.
man. Gandalf 100%.
You're on screen, Shugg.
Gandalf is
Oh, you weren't
freaking
supposed to
god,
see
dude.
that.
Yeah, I had it up and I turned it off. I was just messing.
What is
I
on screen?
didn't see it.
Put it
Oh.
back.
It was just NN and NN and
shit.
Opossum Bud.
Oh,
Bud's
man.
got the knees,
Well,
dog. Bud's got the knees.
I
don't know.
I just screenshot it off my server really quick, so it was a shitty photo. But
All right.
I saw Gandalf. I didn't see Nostalgianomics.
Gandalf.
Wait, we're getting.
I saw
to it.
fucking Gandalf and Dumbledore, bro.
What are you talking about? I don't know
What are you talking about? Maybe
That's fucking
somebody else tried
hilarious.
that.
We back?
Y'all are trolling me.
is it?
Y'all are fucking trolling me, right?
Unless Son of a Merc
No,
had
you're not.
a share your screen on it too.
Murky, tell me you had
I
Gandalf,
don't-
please.
I think you're seeing stuff, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, Gandalf or Dumbledore though? Who?
He came to you in a vision. What are you taking?
See, I know
Who you taking? Gandalf, Dumbledore.
Gandalf.
Can't Gandalf not
Dumbledore,
use his
because I don't know
powers
enough about Gandalf.
for war?
I'm gonna
he
say
lost in the
Gandalf
first
because I've
movie,
never
so I
seen
wouldn't go with
Dumbledore.
him.
Well, I think there's a rule that Gandalf can't use his powers for like. Isn't like built in.
Well,
the
are we
lore.
talking?
I'd rather have that.
Obviously, it's Gandalf the White, not Gandalf the Gray. Because if it's, I mean,
Let's speak for him.
Gandalf
I'm
took
saying
on that
I'm just-
Balrog. That was pretty dope.
Yeah.
I've
I
never,
can't-
Dumbledore's
I
never
can't
really
go
done
Dumbledore.
anything, right? That I could think
but
of. in the
he
movie.
died. He died.
Well, he
So
fought Voldemort.
yeah, but he
I don't know.
died though.
Did he what?
He's got some
Gandalf
tricks.
can't really die.
Dumbledore's tricky though. He's a little trickster. He'll
He
get you out of
died
there.
in order to destroy a Horcrux, though.
What if Gandalf fucked Dumbledore? With his,
What if he sucked him off?
No.
Alright, we're
And he's
moving
like,
on.
no,
We're
no,
not
no.
going down this road, guys.
And he said, no.
he started it.
That would be a hairy ass kid.
Yeah.
Gandalf is going to send Glamdring through the Nerds Dome. I don't know who that is.
Glamdring.
Glamdring through.
Glamdring is the name of Gandalf's sword.
What?
Gandalf's sword. His name is Glamdring.
Oh yeah, I'm not in that deep.
Oh,
I thought he had a staff. He has a sword. Oh yeah, he does have a sword.
This episode, yeah.
he has a sword.
Dusty Mon's. He's getting ready to roast me right now. He's typing away.
They managed to put all that in the same movie where he dies? Or there's other movies where he revives? That must be it.
Here's a little. Forgot I had this.
No, I'm kidding. I've seen bits and pieces of the other movies.
Blue Eyes or Dark Magician.
Well, they're
Oh.
not great choices.
I know, but
Blue
it's
Eyes.
Charizard and Pikachu.
Dark Magician. Dark Magician.
Dark Magician.
I like dragons, so I'd have to go with the dragon, but I don't really know too much about Yu-Gi-Oh, so
You gotta know
I
Blue
need
Eyes.
to-
Oh yeah, you weren't allowed to watch it. Never mind.
yeah, I was not allowed to watch it.
It was
I
good
think
times.
with Blue Eyes, you have to sacrifice 2 cards, and I think with Dark Magician, you have to sacrifice 2 cards. So I'm just gonna go with Blue Eyes for that matter.
I just remember being a kid and there was the 2 starter decks, and I bought the Dark Magician one because I didn't really. Blue Eyes was like whatever to me. Like the Dark
He's the
Magician just
bad
looks
guy, right?
dope.
Bro, I remember buying those decks, or my parents buying me those decks, and I remember looking at them sealed, and I think for like, I had the attention span of a moth at that time, so like 5 minutes I kept that thing sealed, and I was gonna keep it sealed forever. So like, man, and I still remember what it looked like sealed in that box. It was so nice.
Dark Magician has the same cards to
Me
help,
too.
but right now the Blue Eyes is king. Heard.
How much
Dusty
would
and
one of those
Gonzo got
10
Blue
be
Eyes.
sealed today?
I looked it up, I think like
$20.
2 years ago. I think
It's
the
Yu-Gi-Oh.
first
It
editions
ain't
are
worth shit.
over.
Yeah.
Are the first editions?
Dark Magician girl. Sorry, Fawn. Go ahead, Fawn. I'm reading.
I think the first editions are over $1,000.
Oh, okay.
And the unlimited ones depends on the character. Like Joey's, like this was 2 years ago, so it might have changed. I think it was $400 or $350 for the unlimited Joey. Then the Kaiba was like probably $400 to $500, and the Yugi, the Yami Yugi was like $500 to $600, something like that.
Sumo packs.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm listening.
I remember the day.
But I was like, dude, the Joey deck was the best one. I love playing that deck.
I
It
had.
was so fun.
I grew up with 3 girls.
Joey
next door
was. Go ahead.
as my neighbors, and their cousin would come over, and we'd always play Yu-Gi-Oh with our fucking dual discs and everything. I remember the same day that I gave him my entire Yu-Gi-Oh collection in the driveway. I was like, I'm done with this. I don't need this anymore.
Oh my gosh,
I
Yeah,
remember
bro.
that day
You
so
gave away your dual disc?
I might have
gave
gave a
away
dual
your-
disc with it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god.
I remember.
didn't
I
have
remember
the
that
dual
day.
disc.
Jamie
I
Bora.
will-
Huh?
You gave a girl your cards?
No, their cousin.
I gave mine
Wow.
to my cousin.
I did the same thing. I gave my Pokemon cards to my cousins.
Yeah.
They still have my
Oh,
Ninetales and all my other hollows.
I still have
Hey,
my
you still
childhood
have those?
binder of Pokemon.
You guys are lucky. You guys gave all your stuff away. You guys are lucky. My shit got given away without my damn consent.
Oh,
Your parents sold it or some shit?
Well, to be fair, I was a kid,
That's
so
my
My
technically.
fucking
it wasn't
mom gave everything away, bro. Yeah.
Thank you for stopping in.
that sucks.
It's appreciated. Bradley, what up? I had a dual
I
disc. It
still
was
have
pretty
my
sweet.
See you, Dusty.
Yeah, those things were cool.
Yeah, they were. All right. Moving on. Let me find one. I think that was it for the characters. Pretty sure. Now we have cards. Okay. I'll be interested to see what you guys think.
We have cards now?
This or that.
Oh. Based on art, or what are we basing this by? Just
Just
preference?
whatever you like.
V-Star.
I don't even know the prices of these cards. So
This is hard.
Prices don't matter.
No, this is hard because the
Oh, shit.
question is subjective.
Yeah, that's
So
why.
it's
the
just
question?
art based on if you could have one of these cards. Okay.
Crown
Easily.
Is this a
the
this or
right
that?
one,
Yeah.
The EX. EX.
I don't like the crowns. I don't like them.
The crowns, you don't like them? I don't like them either, to be honest.
I don't like them at all.
I like the
I'm
rainbow
going-
pattern. I don't like this kind of 2D looking art. I think it probably looks better in person, but I like the V-Star
Oh,
more.
work.
It's beautiful
sure.
in person. I just sent one out.
Oh, yeah,
I
they're
sent one
pretty.
out to PSA. Okay.
I want the V-Star.
Really? For me,
Yeah, the
okay,
V-Star. I like.
So like
Me too.
well, I think I might have more on here, but like the Evos, I don't know. I like symmetry, and I like this background versus the other one. I like the Terrestrial Festival one. or prismatic.
So
It's like fractal patterns. It's cool.
to me, that's just like it doesn't look artistic. Like I mean, I get it. It is artistic and it's hard to judge art, but it's just like it's straight lines.
Yeah.
The other thing is like a scene. It's very subtle, but it's got like a forest in the background. There's snowfall. There's a tree in the foreground.
See, I see line work. I see
Foreground.
all
But
the
look-
little
Look at the EX though.
intricate little
Look at all the little
detailings.
things in the background. Yeah, the EX
like a
has a bunch of
snowflake.
shit going on in the background, bro. Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah, I just
it's
don't-
art. It's whatever you guys like.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
You
But
guys
if it
know
was
the
reversed-
odds- Oh, sorry. Go ahead, bro.
If- Oh no, I was just saying if the V Star had the crown, then I'd like the other one better. It's just a crown for me, but I like the
I
one
don't
in
mind
the
crown.
forest.
I like it flows with the borders. I like it. I mean, the turtle being on top of their head is a little goofy, but
Oh, there's a turtle on there.
yeah, Terrapagos is right there.
I didn't even. Is that on everything?
I'm not a big fan
That's
of the
how
crown
that's-
myself, honestly.
I've never noticed that.
Yeah,
What are you
that's
talking
right.
Yeah, I
about?
didn't know. What?
There's a
That's
what?
that's how they're terrestrializing. I mean, not in the
Yeah.
they
I'm
use-
looking at all my
Terrapagos
cards
right
now.
now?
They use energy in the anime to turn terrestrialize, but through the cards they
I'm
got
behind.
Terrapagos on their head.
Oh shit!
I guess
he's
I'm not
there.
a true fan, man. I literally didn't know that turtle was part of it at all. I thought it was just like a
Now you
V Star.
know. Now you know.
That's
You don't have
little-
to-
Some of
you
us
don't
don't
have to
play the
know
games,
everything.
that's why.
I know. I'm just teasing.
Nah,
That's-
but the
that's
turtle thing
interesting.
really made all the difference. I'm a believer now. I pick right.
There we go. That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about, FOMO.
Let's freaking go.
It's as simple. Remember,
Majority rules, baby.
a moth.
Pulling up the next one.
They hide it pretty well in the. I was just looking at a couple other cards. It's kind of hidden pretty well in the other cards.
Definitely.
All right, here we go. Here's the-
Oh, on the stellar terra types only.
So
Okay.
Pikachu got it too?
Thanks, Gonzo.
There we go.
I like the Groudon. I like the Groudon.
This sucks. I've been waiting for that Groudon to get like a side-by-side card with a Kyogre
Kyogre
right
in the
next.
water.
Yeah,
right there.
they
Oh,
need a
that would be
Kyogre.
sick.
That would be
fucking
so
dis-
sick.
I'll take
with
Groudon
with the
over Tyranitar.
what do you call
Me
them?
too.
The water
I like
spouts.
Groudon.
I've actually been collecting these because of that
Water
Groudon,
spout.
in case anything happens.
Yeah, Kyogre causes.
Is that the same
the water
artist
to
or no?
fucking Tornado.
Okay. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Is it?
I don't know.
It looks
looks
very
so
similar.
So what we going
Big
with?
time.
FOMO, you going Kyogre
Groudon.
or Groudon?
Yeah, I mean, Tyranitar never did anything for me.
I think everybody's on the Groudon.
And
Even the chat.
Groudon never did anything for me either, but I mean, the card is very nice.
Yeah, I like the background more in the Groudon. I mean, they're both
Yeah.
really cool.
Too.
It's actually kind of like
It's a
night
cool
and
Groudon
day
card.
version.
Tyranitar looks a
How
little
is
like
the Tyranitar have more
CGI.
power than Tyranitar is 180 and Groudon has 130? That don't make sense to me. Isn't Groudon a freaking legendary?
Fuck, yeah, he's got
Yeah.
king of the land.
That's true. 130 is
Must have a
nothing
side
for
ability.
gameplay.
Yeah, it's crazy. I like the
crazy.
Groudon better.
That's why we don't see him in the.
He's a basic Pokemon though. You don't need to evolve him. The Tyranitar you need to evolve twice.
That's
Oh,
probably
that
it.
makes sense.
All right. Here we go. Gonzo, I know your answer already. If you're still here, I can't see the chat. So I'm just-
Yeah, he says Groudon for sure.
You say Groudon. Yeah, Bradley said
I mean,
Groudon. You said
for
Groudon.
for this one right
Oh
here.
man, you took
least
my
it's
favorite out. I like the Entei.
Suicune.
Oh, you like
Damn,
the
this
That's
is
sweet.
tough.
I like the Entei better.
I like both,
Have you
dude.
guys
It's
seen
just
these
the
cards in
Raikou
person?
is so sparky, and the Suicune is so blue.
This
I own
Suicune's
both
got
of
some
these.
crazy
Galarian
detail
Gallery
on the
from Crown
sky.
Zenith.
See
Mm,
if I can get this.
Those cards are so undervalued. How much are they? It doesn't matter. They're undervalued anyway.
I like the Raikou better.
Suicune.
Yeah, it looks so cool, and it looks like he is just
Running.
bolting as fast as possible.
But I like
you
the
got both,
Entei
nice.
better than both of them. But it's not an option.
The problem with the
That's your
Entei for me
I don't like
is
the Entei card.
thick lines.
If you look at this in the sun, like all the lava and shit, this is real. The texture on this looks really
So
good.
cool.
It's real lava.
Yeah,
It's
Which
It's
card is
in your
it?
hand.
the Entei.
Oh yeah,
It looks. Really
Is it
good.
Raikou or Raikou? How do you guys say it?
I say Raikou.
Raikou, but I know it's Raikou.
Raikou? Raikou?
Same.
I think I said
Same,
Raikou.
yeah. I have
So
always
Raikou.
said Raikou, but it's pronounced Raikou.
Yeah, it's just a dialect.
It is. Yeah, whatever. Raikou.
It sounds
But
weird.
I
to
still say Raikou.
Yeah.
Bro, I got the names from the movies, and when they spoiled Rayquaza, I was like, I don't think I can say that. Like
Rayquaza.
Rayquaza, what the fuck you mean, like Rayquaza?
Oh, instead of
Wow.
Rayquaza. Oh yeah.
You didn't change it now. Like it's too late for that. It's their fault for releasing the movie so late. I'd already beaten Emerald like 20 times. Screw that.
Yeah, Rayquaza. I guess I said Rayquaza.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
definitely.
Sunset
price. Price does not fucking matter.
Sunset Mew.
Pink
the one on
Mew,
the right.
1000%,
The
dude.
lure of the
Hands
bubble
down
Mew
right.
is awesome. But if I
Bubble
saw
Mew.
in person
That's
and I
not
walked
hard.
up to both of these, I'm picking pink.
I'm picking
Pink, 100%.
The
151
bubble,
Mew.
I like the lure of the bubble. It's nice and Mew's shiny. But I don't know that pink one.
Yeah. I like both now, but I was immediately like naturally attracted to the pink Sunrise Mew or whatever, or Sunset Mew. And then the blue one I've just liked more and more, but I think it's because people like it more, and now more people want it. I want it too.
I was more excited for the Gardevoir than this Mew.
I had 30 of those Mews and I sold them for like $10 each.
What?
I
You
don't
had
know how much
30?
they are now.
Oh, the 151. I was about to say, what the hell?
Yeah.
That was a promo, right? In English?
Yeah. It was, I'm pretty sure I got
Okay.
them all for like
Yeah, it was
$4 or $5.
Yeah, that was a
See,
crime. Which
I
it was
agree with-
nice.
There's so
Yeah.
much in that card too.
Wish
I
would've
agree
bought
with
more.
Rainey that the only thing carrying that card is the Diglett.
The Diglett in the background. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 Diglets.
Straight up. It's perfect.
That's fine.
It's perfect. It's
Funny.
just chilling over there.
It's
on
just
the,
the Diglets
on the
that's
hill.
carrying it.
It's like, yo,
I
what's
would have
up?
thought it was the Oddish.
Well, that's a
How do y'all
close-
say? How do y'all say Rattata? I say
Grass
Rattata.
Energy Gang
Oh,
is
Rattata.
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 Y'all
I
say
think-
Rattata?
Rattata.
Yeah, not Rattata.
It's that in
Rattata.
Spanish it was
Rattata.
different, bro. So
What was
in
it in
like
Spanish?
Spanish, it was
Ratata.
like
Ratata.
ratata. So like I don't know. I think I just neglected to say that name out loud because I don't remember ever saying it.
You got to roll the R. Extra
All right,
emphasis on
guys.
the R.
Ratata.
Don't
Yeah.
disappoint me, please. Bays already has.
What? That's so depressing.
Akira Gawa. Come on, bro.
Nah,
That's-
well,
I don't like the no.
remember,
This is-
I gave you my answer on
Bays, you
this
gotta-
one. and It
have
was
you
a
seen
long
this card
answer.
in person? Have you seen this one, the Shattered Glass?
Which one?
Yeah, I have seen the shattered one, and then in person, I will take the shattered one. But on a regular photo, I like the sunset one better than the shattered one. Just on a regular photo, in person, the shattered one looks much better. But on a regular photo where it's the scan, I take the other one on the right. So that's why I'm conflicted with this.
It's
I
very
am. I'm not conflicted. I'll take the 151 no neck Charizard all day.
Of course you would.
And you know it's not because of price,
Why?
because
Yeah.
I collect Japanese cards. I just like it. It looks cool.
Does this
the
remind
messy
you of Japanese?
Here's a
The sh-
secret. Here's a secret. I
shattered
don't
glass
own
thing is
either
just
one of these
super,
two
like-
cards. I want both of them, and I don't own them.
Yeah, I don't
so
own
that's
either
the secret.
It'll go down.
I got one.
I don't know either,
Oh,
but
brother.
the shattered glass one is like too busy for me.
Mm.
I don't know.
And does the 151 one remind you of Japanese art?
No, I don't know. Not really. I just like the whole scene. It's not Charizard like taking up the whole card like it usually
No,
is.
For me,
You know,
mention
Charizard.
it.
It
It's
reminds
usually
me of Japanese
it's
art.
like it's Charizard's right in your face every time, but this is like him in the background, kind of just
Chilling.
this. I don't know. Doesn't take up too much space.
The clouds do remind me of like
Fair
an
enough.
anime.
It kind of gives me a Disney vibe, like red
I was thinking
clouds and
Pixar,
stuff
or
like
yeah,
that.
kind of.
Yeah,
True.
it's fake ass volcano right there. Okay.
Yeah, they're both cool cards.
Well,
I
you
like
gotta
the
remember,
151.
the one on the right is a part of a picture. The whole line goes together, right?
Easy left.
Everybody's.
I like. Hey, I didn't get to tell you.
Which
I like.
one?
Let's go back.
I like the 151 one. I like them both. I like the 151 better, but the crystal one reminds me of there's a character in Naruto who like turns people and it, like encapsulates them in crystal, and it looks like he's like frozen inside a. That's what I imagine when I look at it. He's like frozen in Han Solo and something or
The
something.
Solo Zard?
It's Hanzo's henchman, the girl, or
Yeah.
the boy actually that dressed up like a girl. Can't
Yeah,
remember the name.
Okay.
yeah, I know
Bradley
what you're
and
talking about.
Gonzo said left
Yeah.
left Charizard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I guess they're
Dadui? Dadui? That sounds
Pretty
about
good.
right.
What are we thinking?
No, that's not him.
The one from the
Gotta pee.
box.
Yeah, that.
You gotta pee.
I think the one from
I'll
the
take
box.
the
I'm gonna
promo. Promo over the other
Yeah.
one.
Promo.
Yeah, I like the
100%.
left.
Oh, I really like the Splatoon Greninja. I just. I like the Splatoon Greninja, but on a more traditional theme, the Chinese, the ninja artwork looks very cool on the left one.
The wood
So
block
that one's-
style is what they call it.
Yeah,
For some reason, I just
Greninja
don't like.
shiny?
I would like.
they're very different.
Is this a shiny Greninja?
None are shiny, I don't think.
I mean, I see his head's kind of blue, but his I don't know.
Me and my daughter call Rat Greninja the freaking mustard and ketchup food fight
Nice.
Greninja.
I've never seen this one though, like in person. I bet the colors are really nice, but I
Yeah.
I haven't
do
seen
like
either
this.
of them. in person.
I just like that the colors pop off, and then the other one looks really good too. It's just they're so different.
If I'm picking style, I'm going left, but the colors are nice.
It's if I was picking style, I'd say both. It's just one is more old school themed, and the other one is
2D
extremely
and 3D.
modern. It's just they're both really cool in their own avenues.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll tell you what. I pay a whole $2 for both of them.
Ha!
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So what you going with?
Oh, the left one for sure. I mean, the right one's nice, but I like the Japanese art style.
you go.
I think Gonzo and Bradley said the same thing.
Okay.
I liked the Kingdra so much. I got a PSA 10 of it. I like the Kingdra better than. Oh man, I love the Kingdra so much.
The big wave. In it?
I like.
What's that
Oh,
right there?
where is it? I got the King Gambit in my binder. I love that card.
It's
Oh, let me see that.
this is
shit.
like horchata, but it's thicker and it's more. It's like a rice kind of
Horchata.
like.
Bro,
It's
you
it's
guys
like
have-
very viscous,
Ooh.
I
Did you
guess.
say horchata?
Horchata.
They blend rice.
Horchata?
Horchata.
That's good stuff.
Is
Yeah,
Eddie
the
still here?
consistency is a little weird, but it's delicious.
Mewtwo.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm almost
And
home.
One Piece Luffy's.
Oh, you're freaking driving.
Those are One Piece Day Luffy's.
Gonzo Merc, you see the surge is coming
I'm
back.
not driving,
the
just
drink?
passenger.
I did see that. Yes, I did. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna.
What's
buy
All right,
Surge?
I gotta
shit.
do this.
Like a knockoff Mountain Dew. The '90s drink Surge. It's got the.
Gonzo's hops.
What they do? Blend up rice.
Is it- oh,
with
it's like
that
a
shit?
Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Again.
Yeah, it's like
citrus.
it's
Oh,
super
nice.
thick, but it's like rice milk, kind of like horchata, but it's less sweet.
Mhm.
But it's still sweet. It's called Genmite.
I'm sure it's good for you. I know rice water is really good for you. but-
We have horchata obviously, but it's so freaking sweet. And no matter where you get it from, it's always like the sugar's included.
Yeah.
So you really have to
Yeah.
dilute it with a lot of water. And that's the problem here, bro. A lot of this stuff is just packed with sugar and packed with added stuff that is not necessary.
That's all I really had, guys. Sorry I didn't prepare more.
That was good. That was a good amount. I mean, I didn't bring any. You told us to each make one, and I didn't do that at all.
Yeah.
Why can't we just do orally, like this
Yeah,
or that? Like you could just have a
orally.
few things.
Why'd you say orally?
Yeah,
Who uses that word?
because you don't have pictures.
No, you can verbally though.
Vocally,
You said
verbally.
orally, like
Orally.
it just it
Yeah.
sounded weird.
We have a Japanese market here that sells it.
Baze, give us one.
No, he's talking about the what you're drinking.
Okay, I
Oh,
got one.
I think you could come up with a good one.
Yeah, so this or that, right? I got one. Are you a bigger fan of here we go. Nightmare on Elm Street for the horror movies back in the day? Or were you a bigger fan of don't make me crack up. The Friday the 13th series. So Freddy versus Jason, which one do you take? They both had a movie together, so it makes sense.
Probably
You
Freddy
said-
versus
The one
Jason.
that scared me more was Freddy. For sure.
Yeah, the hockey mask.
No,
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Freddy's the one I would pick personally. I like that one more.
Jason is hockey.
Yeah, I'll say Friday the 13th.
That's Michael Myers.
And
right?
I mean,
no, that's Jason.
Freddy versus Jason was hilarious.
It's goofy.
That's just a fun time.
Yeah, Freddy versus
Scared the
Jason
shit
was
out
a
of me
pretty good
first
movie.
watching.
I liked it back then.
I remember the exact night we first watched Freddy vs.
Oh,
Jason.
Gonzo said he had this.
Brothers and sisters went on a pallet in the floor, watching it with my stepdad. Freaked the fuck out.
Oh, hell yeah!
Freddy
I forgot Mark was a freaking
when
movie
when
theater.
Freddy turned into like a caterpillar or some shit. We all laughed. And turned it off.
Oh yeah, when he was a worm.
Mhm.
Yeah, and that was at
Y'all remember Ernest?
that one
Ernest,
hospital.
Ernest Goes to Camp.
Ernest
Yeah, I like
Scared
those
Stupid?
series. I
Yeah,
like all those Ernest movies. Yeah.
Is he still
classics.
alive? Ernest. What
I don't know.
What is who's the crazy guy? The fucking
I feel he might still be alive. I haven't heard that he died.
the dude that
Yeah, me neither.
got into a wreck and now he's crazy. He's got blonde hair.
Kanye West.
Oh.
Oh, never mind.
Nah, it was a
Belushi,
actor.
Not John Belushi. What's his fucking name? What's the meme called where he's what about
Paul Walker.
No.
He died.
I know.
What about squash? It's
I'm just
something
being an
squash.
asshole.
Something squash. What about I can't remember.
Is this an influencer?
I have no idea.
What?
No, it was in
There's a
buttered
celebrity.
squash. Let's talk about buttered squash. Fucking what's his name?
Fun trivia fact. This is from Gonzo.
All right, chat.
The trolls from
Chat.
the Ernest Scared Stupid are just repainted killer clowns from outer space. What?
Oh shit! I did not know that.
Topics.
What?
I said, does chat have any topics?
Well,
No.
Buttered
how
sausage.
about Ford versus Chevy? Ford versus Chevy. Say what you like more.
Ford versus Chevy?
Ford.
Yeah.
No homo.
Chevy.
I'd have to go
going-
Ford.
Ford outside Chevy engine. Well, that's.
I'm gonna go Ford.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a fan of the Mustang, so I'm
Gary
gonna go
Busey.
Ford. I've had a few Mustangs in my life.
Gary Busey. You never seen that? That little meme. Let's talk about buttered sausage and what it's doing. The fuck, that's hilarious, dude. Gary
I've
Busey.
never even.
That's funny.
Like you're making stuff up.
Nah, dude. We can watch it right now.
Yeah, let me see it.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. All right, hang on.
Do we have sound though?
Chat. We got sound, Gonzo.
Last time you said we didn't have sound.
Oh, that might. Yeah.
Oh my god, what the hell?
Gary Busey. You don't know?
I know the name. I'm trying to think of what he looks like.
I'll be right back, guys.
Let me see if it.
Chat's ways back.
Yeah, I don't know how to stop the delay.
Get more subscribers.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Fuck. Shugg, man.
Oh, I know who he
Yeah,
is.
they can hear it. You never seen that?
I've never seen that, bro.
That's not your jam.
What?
Oh dang.
I think it's a.
That's kind of sad. It's funny,
don't
but
think it's really
he got in
him.
an accident.
Yeah. What it does.
Get it out of my face. Hey, Bays is back in office.
Yeah, I'm back.
No screen the whole.
You guys
I'm
don't
back
see my
up.
kitty cat no more.
What happened?
Was the party good?
Yeah, it was a kid's party. It wasn't like an adult.
No
It
sound
wasn't
from
like
the
a
clip?
like it
Damn.
wasn't like a my type of party. It was a kid's party.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Oh.
had to be there.
did you have any cake?
I did. I actually ate some of the cake on screen with y'all. My wife gave me a piece of cake when y'all started the podcast, and I was indoors over there.
Oh shit, I don't know
Yeah,
how to
so
even.
I never fucking eat on camera,
talk
but
about
I
butter
fucking
sauce.
did it because, god damn it,
It's
it was
cake?
cake. It's birthday
Yeah,
cake.
right?
Fucking wanted it, yeah. Were my fucking views too unhinged in the beginning? I feel like I kind of
FOMO, where
spoke
you go,
without
FOMO?
filtering shit out. You know what I mean?
What?
Like I feel like I
don't
usually
think
put a
so.
fucking filter on myself, but I feel like I kind of just went like balls out in the beginning, bro.
You didn't
When we're
say
talking
nothing.
Dude,
about the
we're all
shit,
good.
AMPM.
We're all fine.
I think
We
we're
need to get back
fine.
into it. Yeah, we don't
I
need to
didn't
get
rub
back into
anyone
it.
in the chat the wrong way. I mean, I couldn't see the chat, so I couldn't see like what was
No,
up.
I think the chat. I think there was little like things we were disagreeing on, but for the most part, I think we mostly agree on everything. It was just, I think we were not communicating it well, maybe to each other. It's hard to
All right.
communicate with somebody in chat that's typing and then like it's not live too. Like for them, it's like a 30-second delay almost. But I think, yeah, it's all. I think
All
we're
right.
all good. I mean,
And then, all in good faith, we always have blinkies, so I'm gonna drop a fucking blinky now that I'm back in the home office.
So
Yeah, if I pissed off anybody in the chat, I'm sorry.
we're good.
So
I don't think anybody's pissed off.
Okay, good. Because holy fuck.
That was like I mean, that's like the most engagement we had. That was
if
cool.
you
Also, was Opossum Bud in the chat after all? Because I thought I
Yep.
heard
Yeah.
you guys say
He
Opossum
stopped
was.
by.
Shit, he was in it.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, he said love everybody.
so if you
Y'all are good.
Who said
Okay.
that?
Opossum Bud,
Opossum.
the guy who dropped the
You
video.
said it like twice.
Interesting.
That's cool. Yeah, I couldn't read the chat.
guys-
I'm probably gonna go back and check it later.
If you guys, okay, so if somebody started the hobby yesterday and they saw these prices today, what would you tell them to buy?
Ooh.
Wait, what?
Wait, say
I
that
have a
again.
good
If
one.
someone asked you, if someone joined the hobby yesterday and they asked you what to buy, what would you tell them?
Ooh.
I have a perfect example. Right now, if someone just joined yesterday and they're like, what can I buy? You literally just joined yesterday. Get yourself an enhanced booster box for Journey Together. Keep that stamped promo safe, baby. Try to keep it nice and crispy.
It's not what I was.
Even if it's mass produced, I still feel that's a good thing in itself. It's the first one I can remember with a box topper. Whether or not they decide to go more
You're
and
gonna
continue
tell-
with that going forward.
You're telling the brand new person to spend $300 on the brand new box? That's steady dropping.
Not 300. It's like 180. It's only like $20
It's
above
180
MSRP.
now.
Yeah, and I
Wasn't
just
it like
got it
250
at MSRP.
2 days ago?
I literally just got it for MSRP delivered by Danny Fenton.
Damn.
I just ordered it 2 days ago,
Well,
and
then
it's already
that's
being
what
shipped.
you would tell them, right?
You won. Eddie won the raffle, didn't you? Won a
Yeah, I
raffle?
won. I won that raffle. Yeah, I did.
Awesome.
But I mean, I'm not saying everybody has that same opportunity, but if you're gonna buy something
I
and
didn't
you
know it was
just
at
entered
180.
and you're already set on getting something, it's gonna be a little bit less of a
That's
cost
good
point
news.
to enter. And I feel it's a little bit nicer. It has a better hit rate. So if you wind up opening it for any reason, you're gonna have a little more fun. And again, I'm a big fucking fan of that stamped promo. I love stamped promos. I've always
Isn't it?
loved them.
Isn't the regular card still in the set though?
Yeah, it
That's
is.
weird,
It's
right?
literally just a fucking stamp, and it's just the set name. It's not a Pokemon
Do you
Center
think they
stamp
did
or
that
anything.
to try to combat the just the? They thought that would maybe be the illustration rare that would spike you.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
Thank
Possible.
you, bro.
Yeah, man, no problem.
It
I'm
all
glad you
depends
like
on the
it.
collecting goal for advice I'd give them. Yeah, true. Like what they're looking
Yeah,
for.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah, it depends on their goal, or it depends on their budget too, and then
I would tell them start
know.
with their favorite Pokemon. If you're buying singles,
That's what.
just pick
Well, all
pick your
right.
favorite Pokemon.
So this is the
Start
thing.
there.
This is the thing. if somebody just entered the hobby yesterday, you would tell them off the bat, just buy singles, don't open any product, don't have the fun of the thrill of the chase. One of the things we all like
Well,
ourselves,
you'd
because
advise
we
them
get mad when
against
we
it,
can't get
but
product.
you'd
I mean,
advise
I think
against
they
it
could
then,
open
but
modern
yeah.
packs. That would be kind of cool. Like, yeah, go ahead and buy some modern packs and see what cards are like now and how, like, you know,
Mhm.
what's changed depending on how long they've been out. But I think like what Merc said, like
Budget is
I've
key.
never really done that by like looking at like a favorite Pokemon I have and like build a binder with it, but I've always wanted to do it. And then people that have done it, like I'm scared to start because I'm like, what if I have so many favorite Pokemon and I'm like, well, what if I get this started on this
You
one and I
gotta
go
write
in
a
hard
list.
and then I'm like, oh, I really want to get this Pokemon instead or Gyarados or something or a Vaporeon.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but that always like when people do that and they have like a binder filled with like every card art of that Pokemon, that looks super dope to
Yeah.
me. So I think
I
that'd be
see
cool
what
to
budget.
do.
I see what Gonzo said about budget is key, so not a booster box, and I would agree most of the time because I hardly buy booster boxes. I buy them now because of the channel, but most of the time beforehand, I would just buy collection boxes and ETBs for myself. I would normally tell people to get an ETB, but due to the current market conditions and how excessively priced ETBs are, I feel that right now it's kind of better to just get a booster box
I'm definitely a fan
instead
of.
in general
Buy
over like an
Japanese.
ETB.
Yeah.
I mean, Japanese booster boxes are
I
cheaper.
like
They're expensive,
I
but they're
yeah.
still cheaper than English.
I like Japanese, but I feel that if it's a brand new collector, he just entered yesterday, if they don't know Japanese, if they can't read it, if they can't speak it, it might be a little harder to push that on them off the bat when they're just entering the hobby brand new.
You don't
I
have to be able
feel
to.
if you speak
Yeah.
English, it's easier to read it, see what the card says. If you decide to play, you can figure out the effects, and it's a little bit better for you that way. If you're just in it because you're like, oh, this shit looks cool and it's pretty, then yeah, I could see how Japanese is better. It pops nicer. But again, I have Japanese and English. I prefer English, even though Japanese looks nicer, just for the simple fact that I can read everything and my OCD
Briefs.
feels fulfilled when I can see every fucking aspect of the card and know
got
what it is.
Blue
You
and
know?
white snow camo briefs on right now. Imagine
I
my
don't wear
shirt.
underwear, but
Oh shit!
No
There we
one.
go.
I'll send you.
tell,
I do have a tuxedo.
I'll send you some, Gonzo. Be careful what you
I
wish
know what I would
for.
tell
I have a
someone new
tuxedo
that was
banana hammock.
entering the hobby. I
Go
would
ahead.
tell
All right,
them
what you got?
to invest in a freaking mouth guard and a cup
Yeah.
and go to
Go
Costco
to
and get into a
Costco.
brawl.
They only
You
ever
gotta
got one
learn
thing though. Costco
somehow,
sucks.
right?
Some self-defense classes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah,
learn how to
that
somehow
that.
as well.
I'd probably say get a binder, open some Shrouded Fable for cheap, and try to get the freaking Houndoom or the Persian just to get their feet wet because into opening stuff. And then I'd say, yeah, what Merc said, pick your favorite Pokemon and go back and look at all the cool cards you can get for so dirt cheap. Yeah, Pikachu binder.
This is assuming the person only wants to collect. They just want to collect
Or just
for
what
the
it-
sake of.
Just
Yeah, I
to get
don't know.
somebody
That is
That's a
started.
good
true.
question.
I
That
would
is
say
true.
go with
What if-
celebrations. I'm
What
Oh,
if
preaching.
yeah.
your sealed
I'm
investment?
preaching on celebration. I'll keep preaching on it because things will go up
Don't threaten
once the
me.
anniversary hits. I'm making plays right now with Heatwave Arena, or like once that comes in English, Destined Rivals. Making plays with Cynthia's Garchomp, making plays with Team Rocket, making plays with Mewtwo specifically because I know that once that Mewtwo alt art or SIR comes out, it's going to be all the rage. If you can predict those plays for the future, you can see a lot of your cards going up in value. But if you're not interested in value, just go for what's cheap, and what's cheap is what nobody's looking at,
Have you
which is
Oh.
celebrations.
since you've bought?
Go ahead.
Battle decks?
Oh no battle decks. Since you've bought like Scarlet and Violet singles, how have you? How are you avoiding buying so expensive? Like, are you just saying fuck it,
Dude.
and buying at the top, and just
I
Going
feel
with
like
it,
I have a
FOMO?
mini rant.
Hang-
I feel like I
hang
have a
on,
mini
Base.
rant coming, guys.
Hang on, base. It ain't mini. FOMO.
What's up?
Do you How are you? Are you buying singles at the top? What are you doing? Are you just going for it like popular Pokemon, Typhlosion, Heatwave Arena, and you're not worrying about if it drops? You just full send.
Oh, I didn't do modern.
Well, you said
ultra modern.
well, you got
So like I say I'm making plays in Heat Wave Arena. It doesn't mean I'm making plays in the set.
well, you got a
It
few
means I'm
Reshiorams, right? And stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
from celebrations. I didn't get any of the older ones that have
well, you got
jumped
the
up.
you got the new one,
$100.
the new
The
Reshiram.
oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I did get that. That was just completely in the heat of the moment. I actually thought that was
Heat wave.
the bottom
Yeah.
for that card at $20. So I ended up picking up 6 of them for $20. Now they're like, I think they're $12, something
What
like
card?
that. The ends Reshiram
Oh, okay,
promo,
okay.
but the stamped one. And I don't really care that that card went down in price because I like it so much that it
Yeah.
could be $2 for all I cared.
Well, it's a really
All
it's
I'll do is double down. That's why I only bought 6. If it goes down enough, I can double down, get 12, and really bring my average cost down.
well, it's
So
also
it's not
Demon.
you kind of recognize that it's a nice enough card to do well eventually, right? Like it's
yeah.
yeah.
The idea behind it is that I wanted it. I totally FOMO'd
I know you're a
for
Gen
that card
5 fanboy though, so
because I just thought this is a really cool card. It seems to be at its floor. It seems to be
Yeah.
at its floor at $20. I want to have some skin in the game on the off chance that this card goes up, and that's why I bought 6.
it's $20 isn't that bad either though.
It's
That's not that
not,
bad.
and I swear, even if it goes down to $1, I'll be happy. It's a nice card.
Well, I think
Yeah,
all
And
the
you only lose it still.
I
It
think
is
some
like
of
one
the
of the cooler
Yeah.
characters I've seen in the anime for a very long time, other than Lusamine. I think those two are very
Anchors
cool.
away, my boy.
But yeah, I'm very happy with my cards. I do not give a crap that they went
Yeah.
down in price.
well,
But
it was
of
like the
course,
trainer
the other
galleries,
people.
like some of the Gengar trainer galleries and stuff. They were up to that point when
Yeah,
they first like
and see, I do have like other cards. Like I just showed you.
it
Like I
makes
have
sense to be $20
multiple. Yeah. Well, the
For
way
now-
I
for
see
now.
it, I think the card is like $30 in a normal market. I think once people start buying this, well, they're
Laters.
already buying the crap
See you,
out of it. I
Gonzo.
see average daily sold of 100.
Thanks for hanging out.
Appreciate you, bro.
Bye,
Gonzo,
Gonzo. Sorry if I got testy earlier. I was having fucking anxiety.
He was stressed about it all the way up.
yeah, but I think the main thing is you're good, bro. I think everyone agrees that you can make whatever content you want. Just
I
don't
was
take it
thinking-
too personally, like when with the comments, because people are gonna talk shit. There's nothing
yeah.
we can do about it. Unfortunately, I wish we could ban all these people. But
America.
I was expecting
Oh.
FOMO to be when you asked like about the collector. What would you advise like a new collector to get? I thought you were gonna say buy One Piece or something.
Yeah, right.
I should have said that. But dude, One Piece is such a dangerous TCG to get into because
It is?
I feel like it is.
for the super
you're
fans.
safe with Luffy. You're safe with Luffy, but if you branch off to any other character,
Titties.
it's tough, bro.
You gotta find a
Liquidity is
fan.
tough. And you have to know what you're doing, and you have to be one of those sellers like me that doesn't care to leave a item on eBay for over half a year just waiting for it to sell.
Yeah.
It just doesn't matter. And then people send me offers saying like, "Oh, can I get this for $5 less?" I'm like, nah,
No.
Yeah.
nah. I've waited 3 months. I can wait another 3. I don't care. I'll take the $5.
I have
So
a
you
One Piece
really have to
question.
be stubborn.
For like Pokemon, like the main Pokemon, I think we can all agree in like Pokemon is Pikachu, right? But like generally, like cards, Charizard cards are gonna go for more than a Pikachu card, right? And for One Piece, Luffy is like the main, right? The main character. He's like the Pikachu of One Piece. Is there any other card like characters that sell for more than Luffy? Like a Zoro card, is that more popular? Or is it always Luffy?
No,
The
there are
girls.
other characters.
Nami.
Yeah. There are
Nami.
other characters, and seriously, bro, there's an issue with all this because Luffy was never meant to be the most expensive character. Luffy
was?
Luffy was an unlikable little shit for the longest time. In the manga and the anime, people would
That's why I
complain
didn't go through with
over
watching it.
how lame Luffy is versus the rest of the crew, in fact. But
Meat.
then the TV show came out, the
Little
live
kiddish.
action. People fell in love with that Brazilian actor that plays Luffy. He's fantastic. But
I like the live action.
right after that, a boom happened. All Luffy cards went to the moon. So, for all I know, this Luffy hype could be as superficial as the waifu craze of the boom.
Ooh.
That's
For
what
the
I was
COVID.
thinking when you were talking. I was like, what if
Ooh.
it's all the investors and people coming up from Pokemon or other TCGs or sports, like thinking, okay, he's the Pikachu of One Piece, because they don't know, really, they don't watch the show or anything, but
Right.
they know Luffy's like the main dude, so let's buy Luffy.
Mhm.
Knowing nothing about the TCG. What if that, like you
On him,
said, what if
Luffy.
it's like superficial and it's
Yeah.
like a waifu hype thing?
You
Exactly.
forgot
Crazy.
also
And
the
that's what.
sneakerheads.
Sorry?
Yeah, the sneaker.
The
The
sneakerheads
coming in.
sneakerheads. They're the ones who
Yeah.
came in and they know about the bots. There's posts where they mentioned that, so it's like a recurring joke right now. In case y'all didn't know.
Yeah, that's funny.
They calling him Luffy.
So yes,
Luffy.
we do have Nami. We do have the waifus. I thought Chopper, the raccoon reindeer,
Oh,
Yeah.
I
yeah,
thought
that
he
looks
would
cool.
be very popular. I think what's going to happen is that season 2 of the live action is going to come out. They're going to introduce Chopper, and that's going to cause a massive like bubble for these Chopper cards because
I
I'm
love
pretty
Chopper.
sure that's a given at this point.
Yeah.
I think I've seen enough to tell that this CGI is going to look very
Chopper.
good.
Is he the guy with the hat and the gun?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know if he
I
has a
even know
gun.
who that is.
Reindeer.
That's no
The
gun.
shape-shifting
No
reindeer.
gun? Who's the
Exactly.
cowboy hat guy?
Doctor.
He's a fighter. He
And-
fights.
I
Yeah.
know that in Japan, Chopper is extremely popular. So I think
yeah.
that could bring the hype. But see, all of
He's-
this is completely artificial if it's being carried by the live action, meaning that the live action has to be successful in order to really carry this and for us to have another successful mini boom like we did a year ago or 2 years ago. I'm not even sure. I think it was a year ago. Man, time goes by so fast.
Yeah.
It's
So you
insane.
feel the boom for
It's our
One Piece
11th
is only
episode.
tied into the live action and its popularity?
I
Like,
think it was a direct trigger
I think it's
because
super
right
fans.
after that came out, it boomed. Everything went up. I
That
was
was-
selling
okay.
PSA 8s for the same price as PSA 10s at the highs.
Okay.
It was
I wonder if
insane.
the card. I wonder if they knew that. What the fuck?
Oh, is it-
Okay.
is it this?
Happy birthday!
I don't know, man. I wonder if they knew that the live action was going to come out. I wonder if they planned it to be at the same time, the card game and the live
I
action.
think
and
they
stuff.
did.
Well,
what they-
wait. Live action's Netflix. Cards are Bandai, right?
No, but,
But the-
it's One Piece is
The
banned.
IP is the same though. It's
Yeah.
probably
Is it?
like a push to. I mean,
It's just
One
One
Piece
Piece.
is One Piece, so there's like they have to do licensing to Netflix to allow them
Yeah.
to like make a One Piece show.
Oh,
But
what I'm saying is,
It's worldwide.
would it make sense to say that they planned, we're going to do One Piece the show, which is going to make One Piece the trading card game popular too when it's like two separate entities? That's what
They
I'm
did
saying.
because Eiichiro
Maybe.
Oda, the author, was directly in charge of both projects. In fact,
Oh.
there's TCGs
Okay.
That's why it's
Where he
so.
has
That's
signed
why it's so
cards.
by the book,
for One
right?
Piece.
Because
Yeah.
he's involved. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
And then everything
I
that
did not
had
know
to
that.
do with the scenery and all the script had to be approved by Oda before
good.
it was actually made into production.
That's how they should do it.
Okay.
Tell you what I like about One Piece, the card stock. The
Yeah.
card
Oh, yeah.
stock is just, it's every card is just looks perfect to me. And just the way it feels in hand, I love the card stock. It's awesome.
Bandai's,
That's why I have a big ass box just
with all their
filled
faults, they make nice
with
cards.
with One Piece cards in them because they're ready to grade, bro. Any One Piece card I get, out of all the ones I've gotten, I think there's been like one that I just put in this binder. Oh no, because of the One Piece days. I have like about 6 of these that are One Piece. Out of the hundreds of One Piece cards that I have, these are not PSA 10 worthy.
Okay.
That's
Dang.
it.
That's it.
That's all I've
That's
been able to
impressive.
come up with. Oh, yeah, they're amazing when it
I'm
comes
really
to
considering
card.
just buying Beckett 9.5s. Cracking all
Is
of
that the play?
well,
What are you gonna do with
these
them?
days. I
But
mean,
is that still the same play? Because with the bump up of standards with PSA, is a 9.5 really a 10 now for PSA?
I don't know the way these 9.5s look, and if they're
Huh.
Japanese and they're real clean, looking at good pictures, these are.
Oh,
I
so
don't
you're
know
getting
how
Japanese.
these got 9.5s. Yeah.
So are Japanese 9.5 selling for a premium, or are they selling for just like a normal PSA 9 price?
When I was buying these, they were about raw price. These were like,
Very nice.
okay.
what are these at? These
What
were
play are you
35,
planning
40
to make
bucks. Do what? I just want to put
So
them in
we're
10s. I'm keeping these. These are mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna crack them?
I mean, I don't know. I probably won't even crack them because of how nice. I mean, Beckett slabs look really good, but
Oh man, I don't want to keep
I would
them
like
so
a,
bad.
I
Be
would like
"Oh,
a sequential set. And
I need
me
a
knowing they're
sequential.
10s and not 9.5s because I look at them every fucking day.
well, since we're talking about grading,
But
that
does it
brings us
matter?
to
I don't know.
one of the points I wanted to bring up. Remember the CGC doing with was it JSA? How they're gonna include AI in the grading in that email release that they had.
What?
Yeah, can you elaborate a little bit on that? Because I
Yeah,
haven't
Have the,
actually seen the news
what is
piece.
JSL?
let me
Is
see.
is that like their new advertising thing? Like they're going all in on the AI stuff? I haven't seen
Let
anything
me see.
else
Let me
about
see if I
it.
could bring it
It's a
up.
signature. It's a like, autograph authentication company.
Oh, okay.
James something authentication.
It's
But
an
they
auto
So
authentication
it must
company?
be AI trying to match the
I don't
autos.
know. It's it says I looked it up earlier.
I
Let me
think
see.
It's
someone.
Let me bring up
called
the email because I have the laptop right here, so I could.
James
It's right here.
Spence Authentication.
Okay. So it says CGC X JSA welcome, and this was their email. Hey, it says my name. Welcome to CGC X JSA. CGC X JSA uses world-class expertise, advanced technology, AI, and innovation to give collectors accurate, consistent, and efficient authentication and grading. So that's both authenticating and grading. CGC and JSA offers exactly what card collectors are looking for: crystal clear holders, fast turnaround times, affordable pricing, expert authentication. Also, paid members get up to 20% off grading and fees. So this was like an advertising saying they're doing this collab, right? That's the way I'm seeing this.
So
It, I mean,
that's a
you guys let me know what
collaboration.
you guys think about it.
No freaking way.
And
I'm
it's using AI to assist in grading and authenticating, whether it's just the signatures right now or the cards themselves. It is being utilized
I,
by one of the big top dogs now,
I wonder why
right?
they're
That's
joining a separate. Like I wonder why they're joining a separate company rather than just buying their
well,
I know.
technology or something.
did they buy JSA and now
Yeah.
they own JSA and JSA is a part of CGC?
I don't even know
Because
what
it
that
says
is.
CGC X JSA. CGC's
Listen to
first, bro.
this. So it says JSA James Spence Authentication is merging with CGC Certified Guarantee
Okay.
Company as part of a strategic move to their parent company, Collectors,
Egg?
to streamline and
Okay.
strengthen its position in the collectibles and authentication industry. Do you know who's part of Collectors?
PSA.
Who?
Yeah, PSA.
So that
Literally,
means
they're
they're gonna
gonna
have
PSA
have
access
Collectors
to
is
it
owns
collectibles.
too.
PSA and JSA,
So
Oh
and they're
wow.
going into
PSA
a
and
merger with
CGC are owned by the
CGC.
same guy?
They got a
That's what it sounds like.
mutual beneficiary. It seems like
And maybe they just did this
What's
to
a merger?
strengthen CGC so that they're not.
Well,
CGC is a very big company for things that are not TCG related. So it would be beneficial for
When
them to strengthen their position in TCG.
but CGC and PSA are owned by the same fucking entity? Like, it makes no sense. If they're
Apparently.
competitors and we try to see who's better than the other, what label
well,
means
that's what all the
more, who
cereal
grades
brands
fucking
in your
better,
cereal
who's
aisle.
more real.
There's
No,
only
I know,
5
but I'm
top
just saying, I'm
companies.
barely fucking,
Yeah.
I'm barely
Reese-
fucking finding this out, guys.
Me
Do
too,
they
bro. I
fucking own
just saw
Tag
this.
too, or
That's a
what?
bit. That is a big. That's big though. That is big.
That
Wait.
this is the monopolization of all the grading
Yeah.
companies.
That's what that is.
Okay,
I
and
mean,
that's
but what about Rudy's company?
Premier grading.
I don't know what his company
and
is.
I don't
and
like his.
I know,
You
Tag
I'm
like
just
his
saying.
label, Shug? I don't
and
like the
all the
labels.
other ones.
I don't know if
Metal
there's
label.
a blimp in the radar yet or not.
Wait, so we need to
Rudy's
rewind because
We
Collectors
need
doesn't
eyes
own
on this,
CGC,
everybody.
right?
Collectors own CGC apparently, from what I just took from what was read. Can you read that, please, just so I can hear it one more time?
JSA James Spence Authentication is merging with CGC Certified
No,
Guarantee
Collectors.
Company.
No, Collectors
But no,
Holdings
keep
does
going.
not own CGC. Collectors Holdings, the parent company of PSA, has recently acquired SGC. CGC is owned by Certified Collectibles Group. Just CGC, right?
What was the rest
Okay.
of the?
But they just merged with JSA, who's owned by the other one that owns PSA.
It said I don't. He didn't finish, but where he
Well,
finish
I
it out
guess
really quick.
let IFOMO finish his first, and
Yeah.
then we'll dissect it. Let's dissect this shit.
RoboSkills has
So-
a video a year ago. It says PSA buys out CGC and what this means for the hobby.
The fuck?
What?
The
This was a
fuck?
year ago. Or maybe.
Maybe PSA just owns
Collectors,
all
which
of
the
them.
parent company that owns PSA has bought out the entirety of SGC. RoboSkills.
From the part that
Oh,
I
what
read,
happens
he
if
said
PSA
JSA merged with CGC. In my mind, I'm thinking that means CGC owns JSA now. It didn't say
Holy-
CGC. It didn't
Yeah.
say CGC merged with JSA. It says JSA
Alright.
merged with CGC.
Okay, let me read this now.
All right, let him read it. Yeah, let him read that part. Let's dissect this shit. This is wild, everybody. This
RoboSkills
is
title
wild.
is
I don't.
wrong.
I'm going to read this, but bear with me because there's another section I want to read
All right.
after this.
But you're gonna reread that part, right? That you read first.
Right now, JSA is merging with CGC as part of a strategic move by their parent company, Collectors, to streamline and strengthen its position in the collectibles and authentication industry. Now, the other part I asked it was Collectors own CGC and PSA, and it said, yep, Collectors, formerly known as Collectors Universe, owns both CGC and PSA along with several other companies in the collectible ecosystem. Here's the breakdown.
Motherfuckers.
Here we go. Collectors is a private company backed by Nat Turner, Steve Cohen, hedge fund billionaire, and D1 Capital Partners. Their goal is to streamline and dominate the authentication and grading space across various collectibles. Subsidiaries under Collectors: PSA, CGC, JSA, Wada Games, Golden Auctions. Why are
I
they
got so much
consolidating?
to unload.
It's
I got so much
monopoly.
to unload.
Why are they
Wait.
consolidating? Offer end-to-end solutions, grading, authentication, selling, etc. Reduce friction in the submission process, boost turnaround time and tech integration, build a mega brand to rival or outspace Beckett, SGC, and other competitors.
But if you look
That's
up
crazy.
subsidiaries under Collectors,
Can you send that to the Discord chat so I can have it to read?
Sure.
if you Google it
Check
though,
this out.
the AI overview doesn't say it includes CGC.
Because AI is controlled, and they control the narrative.
By
Yes.
PSA.
It just might not have updated.
Collectors owns the AI.
Yeah. Dang.
Google
No,
AI.
just think about this. If you're a big company like that, you have people that take care of your brand, your image.
They have
They
golden
reach out
auctions.
to shit like that, and they'll scrub things clean to make you look good. You know what I mean? So it's not out of the question. They'll reach out to companies and put out requests to bring down things that make them look bad because of potential lawsuits, because it could be slanderous for their name and shit.
Well, I'm pretty
So
sure we just
if-
asked AI, and it said the opposite.
So I'm brain dead right now. So basically what y'all are saying is PSA owns different grading companies under different names.
There's a big
Yes.
homie,
Collectors.
and the big
There's one
homie owns
big
all
umbrella,
of them.
Exactly.
and they all.
It's
Oh,
all
well then, yeah, it's all fucked up then.
But check this out. This is done by companies to limit the risk and liability. Think about this. Just think about this and go with me. This is not my goddamn rabbit hole that I wanted to go down, but this is going to be said. CGC fucked up with those goddamn cards they authenticated, the playtest cards,
Oh, they
right?
bought 'em out?
They're paying out. There's money that's being paid out. There's insurance. There's all this shit. Nobody wanted to authenticate those fucking cards. PSA didn't want to touch them. Everybody else didn't want to touch them. If they're all owned by the same goddamn entity, it doesn't matter who the fuck touches them. It's the same fucking entity. But we're all looking at it as CGC fucked up, as they're responsible, they're liable. If CGC and PSA are both owned by the same one, it doesn't matter if your left arm or your right arm fucking did it. You're the one who pulled the trigger and fucked up, and that's what happens. And that's where we're at with that. And yeah, I'm unhinged, and that's how I feel on that right now.
Yeah, I'll have to look into it. Was that from like an article or was that from like AI, IFOMO?
I agree with you, Eddie.
AI.
I'm
But
kind
it
of pissed. I'm kind of
the
pissed at him. I'm kind of
sources
pissed.
that you can go check out.
So your Chansey is a PSA card.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
But I
The value
spoke
just
to
went
both
up.
goddamn companies at Card Party too. They didn't say they were the same motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if
Jesus
this is.
Christ.
Yeah, we gotta like. We'll have to double check and
It
verify
is
everything.
kind of crazy, but it is kind of crazy when a company is authenticating stuff and they authenticate stuff that's not real. That just it's like it's basically like I don't even it's just
Yeah, that's the
completely
whole.
false.
That's the whole brand. The whole service that you're paying for is authentication and grading. Like it's in their name, right?
Exactly.
Like yeah.
What's
like,
the point of shopping around? What's the point of different ones raising their prices, being worth more than the other ones because of turnaround times and this and that? It's the same fucking entity.
I'm gonna start
Like-
working on my Michael Jordan signature.
A
You know?
PSA 10 is
Yeah,
a fucking
good, dude.
CGC 10 then, right? Like, that's how we should see it. Because they're both owned by fucking collectors or whatever. What was it called, man? I'm getting the name wrong. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? I'm pissed off. I can say shit wrong. I can fucking mislabel it right now. It's bullshit, and I feel like I just got this blindfold pulled from my eyes.
Two
It's
questions.
all fake.
It
It's all
doesn't
fake.
change anything.
Do we think
yeah.
how long is it gonna be till PSA lowers the prices again? And do you think
How long
it's
till
never-
we get out of the boom?
do you think it's gonna be same price as
I
it
think
was
it's only gonna
or
get worse.
higher?
Mhm.
It'll drop but go higher, like $10 or what was the
Oh.
or like 17
Different
instead of
I think
16.
they'll go back to. I think it'll go back to 15ish, and then yeah, depending on like whoever said the market, depending on when this market thing ends, that's it, depending on where the market's at. If there's some kind of exit from like Pokemon collecting or card grading, like decline in demand for it, it'll get cheaper too.
Yeah.
But I think they'll go back to 15 by next year or something. Maybe even
Think about
sooner,
this.
Who knows?
If they're all owned by the same, why even go back down? We were cool
They
with
don't
them
have
raising their prices. Yeah, that's the
You're
price
right.
now.
I wasn't cool
It
with it.
reminds me of like a year or 2 years ago when PK had Nat Turner on for live, and the first thing that came to our heads was, "Oh, we're gonna get a price discount."
Yeah.
Then, dude, he asked Nat Turner, and Nat Turner's like, "You guys want more discounts? Like,
Yeah.
you grubby pigs?" Like, nah, it wasn't even part of the
Mhm.
thought process. Like, the discount wasn't even a thing. Like, the new norm was $15. I
Kevin
think.
Durant signs Durant.
Oh yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah,
no, it's so cool.
Who's
Yeah.
Kevin Durant?
Basketball
He
player.
played for.
Oh, I
the
think you were
Spurs.
joking.
No, I'm not joking.
Basketball.
He's a basketball player.
Plays for the Spurs.
His last name is
He played
Durant
for the
though, and there's
Spurs.
that Pokemon
Durant.
named Durant,
That's funny.
so he signed it. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be
So-
interesting to know. I'll have to do some more extra research, but
So I mean, where do we stand with that whole grading thing with this big revelation, though? Because this was my argument.
Well, here's the we don't.
CGC's doing it.
Yeah.
The other ones are going to do it. What's the point of having the smaller startups when they cannot compete with the ones that are established who already have everything set in place? If they're all using AI and it's the same shit.
It's
If they're
America.
owned by the same
That was
fucking
the
parent
point.
company, you can't tell me the AI program's different. You can't.
I think the point was to monopolize all of them in order to have them all under one power, so that really chances were that you
They
wouldn't
still-
get any other people copying
They can still
their-
operate
their
separately.
business. Yeah,
The way like
Yeah.
cereal
it's just
companies
it's
do.
all caballed by one entity, which is collectors.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's as simple as it gets. and they can do whatever they want. That was the whole thing with the eBay vault situation, and that we all thought that they were trying to cabal all the cards so they could manipulate like pop reports and shit. You guys remember that? That was a while ago.
Yeah, I will
You
say
guys
there's been
like
companies. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're good. It's a dumb thing.
No.
I was gonna say there is like in the past can't think of examples off the top of my head, but there was like companies that not maybe are monopolized the industry they're in, but they were like at like a PSA, they own like the majority of the market share, like, and nobody thought they were gonna fail ever. And then technology advances, or some company comes in and like market disrupts something and changes things, and then they become the new big thing. So like kind of like what Tag is, advertised as the market disruptor. We're gonna, change things. Who knows if they do it, but I mean, it could always change too. I mean, PSA
Yeah.
could
Man, can you
not
imagine
always
if
be
they
number
bought
one.
Beckett?
Who?
Collectors?
That group? Yeah.
That would
Yeah,
be it.
I mean, that would
They'd
be
be locked in.
Well,
yeah.
that's the
That'd be
thing.
wild.
I mean, Beckett filed for bankruptcy, right? That was something we
Yeah.
touched on before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So, how much of a leg does it have to stand on? If everything else is under one conglomerate, they filed for bankruptcy recently. Who is going to be the leading
Snap.
one?
Did y'all hear that? Is it coming through?
He said Tag.
Oh, was it? Yeah, was your slab cracking?
It's squeaking.
I mean, Tag comes with
cracked.
sound effects. So that,
But
I
I
think
can,
they're
I
Tag
can
comes with
snap
sound
this
effect.
immediately.
Tag comes with sound effect.
They all do. It.
That's funny.
sometimes I wish fucking graded, all
Maybe
that
not
graded
this one.
shit just didn't exist.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
That's the
It's
Rayquaza.
complete bullshit. I'll tell you that much. It's absolute
all right.
horseshit.
Think about this. It's not bullshit because we begged for fucking grading to be existing, so we would know which cards are real and which are fake. Grading was set first to authenticate shit, right? If it wasn't just about the tens, it was a way for you to know that you're getting real shit. So you know you're not getting real.
You guys have water.
What's
Well,
that?
you're right. You're absolutely right because that's exactly how I sell my stuff and don't get any complaints as a result of it because it's graded.
That's what,
So
yeah.
you're 100% right. It's
Yeah.
just that people are not respecting the natural law of order of things, which is in an antiques and collectibles market, pop matters, rarity matters, organic growth matters. All this hype, boom, bust, bear cycles. It's too much. It's filled with a lot of unsophistication, and that's what kind of like
It's emotion.
decentivizes people. And then the fact that we always run out of print. If this keeps happening,
Yeah.
how much are we going to be able to put up with this? If this keeps happening twice every 5 years, we run out of product, the same thing happens all over again. It's ridiculous.
You think they'll
It's
make,
in-
It's ridiculous.
You think they'll open
It's-
another facility?
It's in
Eventually?
Pokemon's best interest to keep this happening every 2 to 3 years. You're guaranteed with spikes in sales. You're guaranteed with future sources of income. You're guaranteed with that hype. You're guaranteed with longevity for the TCG. It doesn't die out.
Well, how do you know?
You get what I mean?
This happened,
Good beanie, baby.
but we can look at it. Every other set is like even the downtimes with Sword and Shield at the end. It was Crown Zenith. Everybody agrees is one of the. It's probably the best, if behind Evolving Skies as a set. So
Let's
it's not
go
really
back.
It's
Let's
If
go back
there's
to
a
when it
set
released.
that does not follow Pop Report, it's Crown Zenith.
When it released, everyone fucking hated Crown
Well, I'm
Zenith
saying, like,
because it
how
was a
does-
copy. They said it was re-releasing cards that were already out in other fucking
Wait,
sets.
you're missing my point.
that it
though.
wasn't-
like because these sets are so good. They're still so good, but there's not like arguably
Bro,
it's
look at-
worse than
Look at
Surging
Hidden
Sparks.
Fates.
But like it.
Look at Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates was a
I'm trying to-
great set.
I'm trying to
with
say I don't
shiny-
think it's the set that makes the boom. I think it's just it just
Hype.
happens.
But if
Yeah.
the boom is tied around certain time frames when certain sets are being released and those sets are the hyped ones because of the boom, the set is contributing to it
Yeah, but
because
I
there
would-
was other sets released that didn't boom.
I guess what I'm getting at is I don't think it's Pokemon that's like causing or doing anything funny. Like I'm sure they can print more right now,
No,
but I think there's
no,
still
they're not doing
because
nothing funny.
the past year they've printed more than ever has been printed ever in Pokemon.
They're
ever.
definitely not doing funny business. They're definitely not doing funny business. There's no way.
But there is something to
Well-
say that it is a cycle. It's
Well,
weird
I'm
that
sure
it,
they have stuff in the back of the warehouse still.
We think they're not doing funny business, but we don't know how much they release. We know how much they're printing, but can you guarantee me they released all that shit
Yeah,
and
look
everything
at-
they printed went into distribution
Pull
because
up-
of the whole Evolving Skies thing that just happened, where they released those sleeved boosters and it's well past their
Yeah, but pull
their
up-
their print window.
you can pull up any
Yeah.
rip and shipper ever, and they've got modern product they're ripping right now. So it's like everybody's got it. It's just expensive.
Yeah, the stuff that Pokemon had, what if that was just like because of like how crazy the time was when that Evolving Skies like released? I think of it as like maybe they held it on purpose, but what if it was just like stuff that got off the books or like wasn't inventoried properly because they're like trying to burn out all this inventory or like push out all this extra stock, and then that's something that was like in the corner and somebody found it one day and they were like, oh shit, there's some Evolving Skies here. I'm not saying that's what happened, but like PSA,
Okay.
like Rusty's submission to PSA, they're a big company too, PSA. His
Check
submission
this
to PSA and several other people got lost like for 2 years. They're backed up, and people that submitted after him were getting their submissions back. So I thought like it could be like Pokemon was holding it, and nothing against them if they did, but I don't know. Sometimes it could I feel like it could have been like extra inventory that was allocated somewhere, sat there, and they forgot that it was there, and they were like, "Oh, it was intended for this, and we forgot about it. Something didn't happen. Okay, let's put this back on the Pokemon Center."
Forklift
Two things.
operator got confused and put it
Two-
somewhere else.
don't
I
know.
got two things to say about that because I do have warehouse experience through a very big corporation. You get me? I'm not going to say the name of it. Y'all know who it was, but I worked at a big warehouse here.
Was there us?
Nah. They're worldwide. They're worldwide, but they operate around the So, all right. There's two things. All those warehouses go through yearly audits and they go through quarterly audits. Even if something was misplaced or misallocated, there'd have to be several employees who didn't do their job properly and who had to have a chain of errors compounding on top of each other in order for something to sit in a warehouse somewhere. And nobody goes to that part of the warehouse. We avoid that corner of the warehouse. Nope, don't worry about what's in that corner of the warehouse. All we got to worry about is all this
It's
rest
a
of the side
possibility.
because this is what we're pushing
A
out.
sneaky little
There's-
forklift driver puts it in a corner
there's-
and takes a box here
Yeah.
and there every now
Or
and
like,
then.
okay, what if it wasn't hiding? What if it wasn't like misplaced or anything? But what if it's like allocated on a shelf? Like, hey, this is the Evo Skies for this release that we're gonna, or I don't know, something else. And then it just got like, everybody's like, oh, it's for something in their mind, but when they audit it, but it hasn't happened yet. And then they forget about it, and then it just never happens. And then eventually they're like, oh shit, we're not doing that thing anymore. Let's put it on the Pokemon Center.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
can't though because they track the inventory, don't they?
Yep.
So unless
Yeah, they're tracking
maybe maybe they had some left over, and
Well,
and
if
it was
that's
just
the
kind of
case-
like a write-off, and then it was left in the warehouse, and whatever's left over in the warehouse eventually gets consolidated after a certain amount of time.
Yep.
If that's the case, it brings me back to that release, that email release they had when Prismatic Evolutions came out, and it's hard to find it. And we're printing to maximum capacity and putting everything out. Evo Skies was $30 a pack, and you had it somewhere in a warehouse, and it was meant for something, and you didn't use it for something, and you know it's there because you keep track of it because it is money. It is part of your like stock that you have on hand right now that you could get rid of because there's nothing to get rid of allegedly, and you can't sell anything. And if you can't sell anything, how are you going to misplace that? And oh, we don't go to this corner and we don't see this that's here, even though the rest of the warehouse is empty, and we're like, find anything anywhere that we can offload because of the demand so high.
I'll tell you what.
Maybe all things
The-
could be true at once.
I feel like English Pokemon cards are like the redheaded stepchild viewed. That's how Japan, Pokemon Company in Japan, I feel like they have way better presses. They probably have the top quality everything because people say, oh, Japanese texture is better than English texture. That's not a machine thing. The Pokemon Company makes the art in Japan for English and they make it for Japan in the same building. And they choose to make the texture better for Japanese than English. I feel like a lot of things that I just feel like they could not care less, but care less than they do about, their baby. And maybe that is why some things get like, we just found a palette of Evolving Skies. Maybe it's because the head honchos aren't walking in, but I don't know. Maybe they're not doing floor checks and press checks.
Yeah.
Like in Japan, they do press checks. When you're in printing, you do a press check. You set up a job, and you bring what you're saying here. Sign off on this so we can run it. And maybe they don't. Maybe it's not as high of controlled quality control, and maybe the storage system isn't, because we don't know. They could have
anything's
pallets.
possible.
Yeah.
So let me just get this straight. We're gonna think that one of the biggest companies in the world that has billions and billions of dollars in revenue is just gonna leave something up to chance, is not gonna get the best employee out there with the best standards and protocols set up after they've been in business for 25, 30 years.
Yes.
I feel like they've had enough time to get their whole shit down in the warehouse, and we can't just leave it up to chance. Hey,
They're
man, I
warehouse
found this
guys,
fucking
though,
pallet
Eddie.
somewhere.
They're
You know what I
warehouse
mean?
guys.
Like,
they're the warehouse
warehouse.
guys.
Yeah.
That's
but
I don't know. There's
even
always
if-
a level of human error.
yeah,
Big time.
yeah.
Anything's possible. Like it could be they held the product like that. I don't say that's not possible. I'm just saying I was trying to think of like a devil's advocate. Like maybe it was a mistake because it does look like they are holding it, and it was like maybe like
probably was
kind of like controversial. Like should they have been holding it? Like when there's so much demand for this product and there's not enough product, and we're printing cards, don't worry, and people can't get it, and it's like a 2-year-old pack that's $15-$20, whatever it is.
Well, is it
it does
2
look
years
kind
old?
of shady.
It's from
No,
2019.
at the time, but like I'm saying, look, within when it was within that 2-year print window, it was still expensive. Like at the 2-year mark,
Yeah, at
people were like,
2021.
yeah, I don't know how much it was exactly, but it was still expensive. But yeah, it's just it does look that way. It does look kind of like, oh, they were holding it for some time maybe.
Evo Skies was
But
never cheap.
they're still selling it at MSRP, so they're not really making money off of it either. It's kind of cool to know that there's a chance to get older products maybe from the Pokemon Center that hopefully wasn't just reprinted. It was just they printed it a while back, and now it's it's available.
What if they hold some of their own stuff because they know how, like, I mean, if I own Pokemon, I'd be like, oh wow, look, the secondary market. I'd be like, okay, can you just like park a pallet in over here for me? And you know what I'm saying? Maybe they're selling it secondary market on the side, man. I mean,
Well,
Or what if
do.
it's like what if it's like a
Specific
super
rules.
fan?
It's happened before.
What if it's like a super fan, like the actual collector in Pokemon, and they're like, oh, you know what? I'm like the manager of this. I'm
Collecting
managing all this
pallets.
inventory. I'm a high level up, and I'm gonna hold it for like the collector homies. And like I don't know,
Definitely.
there's so many different possibilities like you could think of. I feel like.
Or like that guy got fired and they found the pallets that he had jacked over to the side.
Did you see all the Fusion
Never
Strike
know.
stuff, Paul? All the
Yeah.
hits?
Fusion
Those
Strike
units-
stuff.
All the hits
What
got
What do you mean,
stolen.
like all those Espeon cards?
Oh
Yeah.
no, I know what you're
All
talking
in
about.
San
Game guards
Antonio.
and all. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can explain that easily.
Well,
It-
yeah.
that was
Yeah.
that was Paul.
It was me.
Right. No, that's Pressman, man. Pressman. Are you kidding me? Like, I don't know, but this industry, Pressman, if you're a Pressman, like when you think about other like big time drugs, there's a lot of drugs, and I don't know. I know it is that way in Dallas. Like it's just like sometimes a lot
What
of
do you
press
mean?
operators and pressmen get bad reputations and stuff for like coming to work drunk, being
Okay.
fucked up and stuff like that. Like I grew up seeing guys like missing fingers because they come to work all fucked up and they mess with the machines and the cutters and it just cuts their freaking fingers off and stuff like that. It's crazy, man. There's
That'd be a sick error card.
Wouldn't
San
Blood on
Antonio
a
is good
Pikachu.
place for that.
Pikachu look better
So-
like this?
In essence, you were just saying it was basically just somebody that just like it was just somebody they just did it. That area kind of is notorious for having some people that kind of do shit like that.
So you're saying they don't vet their employees
I mean,
properly?
you know how many employees that they have? There's so many how many, like, do we even know how many presses there are in America?
Nope.
Exactly. Those presses are millions and millions and millions of dollars. So like 18 to 20 million dollars easy for one press. And I mean, how many I like, that's the thing. When they talk about reprints, they're reprinting. Bullshit, they're not reprinting. If they turned all those machines on and had them running all day, I feel like they do that for each set. Like they go to this set, they're doing Destined Rivals right now, or they did Destined Rivals probably freaking last year for all we know, and they have it all in a warehouse, and then they're printing their way ahead, and then whenever shit like this happens, they're like, turn on one or two machines and we'll make new plates and we'll run a few pallets of that and see if it'll satisfy the market. I feel like that's what they do. But whenever things happen, like what's that one box with the EVs on it?
Oh, Prismatic Evolutions.
No, the old one that was everywhere forever.
Shining Fates.
Yeah, Shiny
Hey.
Fates.
Yeah, I guess it was Shining Fates. The one, it's like a brown box. That
Yeah.
set. I feel like that's when you see stuff like that, where it's just sitting on shelves for like $30 an ETB, $40 an ETB for forever. I feel like that is a true reprint. But we don't know. That's the thing. No one knows, and it's all just guessing. And that's what's so freaking. It's just all the YouTubers and all the talking heads just guessing, and everyone is wrong. No one's right. Everyone's wrong because no one knows. Not even. I mean, the press operators I know, they only know the day they walk in. They don't know. They just get handed the workload for the day, and they're like, okay, well, I guess we're printing this one today.
Right. Yeah.
Crazy. I don't know. You're just good ranting.
We're gonna take a deep dive into that, Paul, when you get on my channel, because you're gonna be on my
Sure.
channel soon.
Yeah,
Question
sure.
really
Right?
quick.
I got one too.
Can I ask a press printing question?
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, I have so much shit that I'm gonna ask you about that because I know nothing about it, bro.
I don't know nothing about cards, but go for it.
Is it possible? I know you use different presses or machines than Pokemon obviously does, or whoever does their printing, but are there presses that just run 24 hours? Or you might have talked about this before, or do they need to like?
You can't.
Do they stop them? Or?
No, they can run 24 hours, but you better have a mechanic on staff because they break.
So they could theoretically just keep running them as long as there's somebody there to perform maintenance.
Oh, I've ran my machine. Like it's kind of like just like a truck. Like you have the shell of the truck and you have the engine and you can drive it nonstop, but things are gonna wear out and you're gonna have to like a hose wears out. You got to replace the hose. It's things run out, but yeah, yes,
cool.
You can run it 24/7.
So
yes.
Wait, so in one 24-hour period, you can run it without having a mechanic there. The machine is built to run for 24 hours continuously, non-stop, without a mechanic there, or it only works with a mechanic on site.
Wait.
How long can it be ran without it being unmanned?
No. Okay, so at my job, we have a mechanic, and he will come fix something. Sometimes I'll go a month, and I'm running the shit out of it every day, every single day, pretty much all day. I mean, just running it. Something will break. Most things.
I imagine they want to.
Most things that break, I can fix. Go on.
But there's no downtime.
I imagine they want to call the mechanic as least as possible, right? Because that's more money they got to pay for.
So there's no downtime. You don't have to like every so often shut it down or replace.
Yeah, at night, but no, there's print shops that work. They run all day, and then they have a night shift come and run the same machine all night, and then the next day they go and run it all day, all night, all day, all night, all day, all night, forever.
But if you do that and you have two different shifts, in between you have a cool down period, right? Or a sort of shut down and restart.
I mean, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, but that's nothing. I mean,
but
yeah,
if you don't have that in between, how long can you run it without having someone there, like automated by itself or something?
It probably depends on the printer.
I mean, the metal's not going to melt. It just little things just break with wear and tear. It's not like I could go turn the machine on right now and it would just spin all night long. I've never ran it to where like the plugs start heating and overheating the wall. I'm saying, I don't know, but in mine and at shops that I work at, every shop I've gone to, there's day shift, night shift, day shift, night shift. And yeah, things do break and then you have downtime. But the only downtime you really have is when something breaks.
But what about the consumables? Like when you're printing out cards, you have card stock, right? That's going in and it's printing everything onto it, right? And then you're pushing it out. Is there any sort of downtime that you have to have when you're replacing certain consumables or anything like that? Or is there a way where you could just have it run 24/7 where you don't really have to shut anything down? You just kind of like keep replenishing.
Well, definitely. Like if you're waiting on a delivery of paper, you can't be running it. But I feel like they have it so streamlined that they can probably run, and and I guarantee you they have mechanics that work there, and that's just their job. When something breaks, they fix it. I guarantee it, because certain machines, these are like the presses are special made, and certain ones, if you can't fix it or find someone that can, you have to call the company and fly a mechanic out and pay the mechanic. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay.
But that's good money too.
And how often, you don't have to recalibrate the machine every so often or anything like that? Or like the tolerances don't change on it?
Depending, okay, so my press can run envelopes. Like, you get envelopes in the mail, there's something printed on it. My press can run envelopes, and it can run just sheets, like documents. Like you go to a hospital and you fill out documents. And I have to like take different things. There's like attachments to presses. Like the same press that prints Pokemon cards can print other stuff with different attachments. Kind of like I have an envelope feeder that I have to put on the press, and like a conveyor belt that goes out the back that catches the envelopes. And then, but if I want to print sheets, I take all that off and just use this table that jacks up. And that's what Pokemon cards is. It's a table that jacks up. And then they have giant rolls that are like the size of they have rolls of paper that are the size of like bales of hay. And they get like, it's crazy. There's so much. My dad would be the one to talk to, because I only know, like I worked at a t-shirt printing shop.
You would have
so I learned how to
write.
Go for it.
Write some questions down. You can make a video with him.
Oh like yeah, I know. I thought about it.
Interview a press master or something.
Because he knows the people. Like he's hooked into because he doesn't even really. He's like pretty much a broker, kind of like a middleman, and just knows a bunch of anything. Like you want to get printed anything
hooking up
in this Metroplex,
sales.
and yeah.
Okay. Because I mean, now that you brought up those rolls, I was thinking, like, how long does that shit last? Like, if you have a roll, will that shit be able to print for 24 hours before you have to replace the roll, before you have to recalibrate the machine, before you have to fucking add more ink and shit and other stuff?
Yeah, you do. You add all the ink and stuff. So this is what you do. You set up a job. So when they run cards or run anything, you get there, you get the job. Like say they're like, okay, we're printing prismatic evolutions today. They have to get the plates made, which they probably already have the plates made. The plate is like a metal sheet, and it has the image on it. Mm-hmm. Basically, think of it as something that picks up the ink. And then you have chemicals. You have to do chemistry.
It's a stamp. Big stamp.
It's insane. It's insane. I might have to make a video because it's a big stamp.
You should definitely make a video.
Yeah. That's why. Do you understand why I want to do that interview so bad on my channel? Because that's how deep we're gonna get into it.
You should probably write down the questions.
I don't know shit about it.
That he asked.
I think one of the most interesting fucking things right now that I can talk about on my channel, because of the state of how everything is. You explaining how the process works lets people know also, is it really that easy to just, we turn on everything? It's printing 24/7. It fixes everything tomorrow. Or there's all this shit that goes into it. You just said they printed Rocket probably way back, and they're printing shit way in the future. So we can't just say print fucking prismatic tomorrow. Why? They're printing shit a year from now, maybe. You know what I mean? So
Probably. See, I don't know for a fact, but
Yeah.
I get it. I wish I could, if I could talk to someone who works at Millennium Print Group, I could ask them all the right questions because I know the machines and I know like how it works.
I wonder if they're even
but
allowed to tell you where they work, like what they're, if they're allowed
Yeah,
to talk
probably.
they
about
probably have
I'm
NDAs
sure they
that you
have a
sign.
hotline.
it.
I'm
We
sure
could,
they-
yeah,
we
we
can
could,
call
we could
service.
call them, put them on speakerphone.
Bro, people, I don't
That
know
would be
why
awesome.
Yeah.
people in customer
I'm surprised
service
nobody's
reveal
done that.
way too much.
Rattle, get on that.
You know what? Most customer service records your conversation, so you're able to record the conversation as well. If they could record you, you could record them. There's nothing wrong with that, but you have to let them know.
Interesting. Yeah,
And I
there's just
suppose I might be wrong in some instances, and I'm open to that.
This conversation will be recorded for quality assurance. Same
Yep.
here. Just
And
say,
it's like,
same
fine,
here.
I'm gonna record it too. And if they stay
Same
on the
here.
line,
Same
they
here.
consent.
Yeah, that's funny.
You don't have to explain it. Just same here, and then go into it.
Yeah.
All right, questions,
Yeah.
and then we can call it. It's 2:00.
All right.
Do you guys have the millennial freckle?
Spot.
The freckle, yeah. Do you have the spot?
Which arm? Left?
Left arm.
Where is it? Or what is that?
It's the freckle.
Yeah, I have it, but it's
Where?
like right under this one.
yeah, I got too much ink. I can't tell.
Mine's. It's hard to tell, but mine's there.
Yeah, I got a little brown spot right here.
Right here.
Freckle.
That's trippy.
Let's
as
see, where
shit,
is it,
dude.
Merc?
Right here on my arm.
I don't know. I can't see any freaking skin.
It's little.
You got it covered
It's
up.
there.
It's supposed to be a freckle?
Yeah.
Where exactly though?
Like right on
You
your
guys
arm,
got
left
freckle
arm, right arm.
tattoos?
No,
But
it's
I got
like a.
I got all those all over too.
Well, I don't have
My
one.
My whole
that
arm has
ex-
got them. Like
I do too, but they're not tattoos.
Well, you never seen the.
yeah.
You never seen the meme where it's like it asks people if they got.
Yeah,
the
I know what
spot?
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
And
about.
most
I
everybody
don't know.
almost has the spot.
Wait, so tell me where it's supposed to be so I can check. Because I don't
It's on
know.
your ball sack.
Almost
Left
there.
arm,
I got
right
one on my
arm.
ball sack.
Some have left, some have right, but it's like right here.
Oh, so either arm is just a freckle? I got it. I got a freckle. Got one right here.
I got
That's how you say that.
Right there, yes, right there. On the yeah.
Yeah, y'all are tripping, man.
FOMO was in Honduras. He wasn't there.
What's up with that? Is that
I was exposed to the sun a lot. I had a lot of freckles. And like everywhere. Here.
is there something behind it because of like radiation that's in the atmosphere or something?
I don't know what it is. I can pull it up.
No clue. I just know that whenever I was exposed to the sun too much, I would freckle, and because I didn't wear sunscreen, I had a lot of freckles as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. I gotta go to bed or I'm gonna die.
Same, dude.
Hey, this one was good. This one was good.
Here's what I
We're
Yeah, it was a really
literally
good
just
one.
minutes away from hitting 3 hours, guys. It was a good one.
Yeah.
And
Hey, I
now we'll end with
appreciate
Eddie
y'all.
singing. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, guys.
Yeah, I would
I'm
say
sorry for
appreciate the
bringing-
chat.
I'm sorry for bringing any of that weirdo shit.
You're good.
I don't know,
Not,
man.
dude.
No, we're all good.
Anything
I would say
with spots?
shout out to the chat and shout out to the Slab podcast. They were talking about us this weekend, Professor Oak and Degree and Shiz.
Yeah.
So
Thank
yeah,
you.
that was
Shout
cool
out
to
to
hear. I didn't
Professor
even
Oak.
know that they watched, but it seems like Professor Oak and they both watched like all of the episodes. That's cool.
Yeah, I appreciate
Yeah.
that for sure.
Professor Oak went on the binge. Oh,
Yeah.
Henry Daddy. Big shout out to Henry Daddy. He's
Yeah.
also going on the little
Oh, yeah.
binge. He should be up to date soon.
All the critical hit
Yeah,
guys.
Henry.
Thank
Cool.
y'all.
Thank you.
Peace.
Later.
Laters,
All right.
everyone.